Hi, my name is Zachary Kistner. I am the owner and the owner and creator of Kobold's Brew and the head writer of Auran's Archive of Fractured Reality. The book we're going to be using mostly tonight. Uh, I don't know what else to say about myself.
How long have you been playing for?
Uh-oh. Is it not actually, is the audio not working or is this actually working? Oh, weird. That's awkward. Yeah, I guess I can just say real quick. I've been playing D&D for 6 years now. Um, and I spent the past 2 years compiling this book, and I've been writing the stuff in it for about five.
Very cool.
I have a question. What was your main inspiration for writing the book? What was like the main driving force behind it?
Okay, so this whole book started as me just compiling all of the homebrew and stuff that me and my friends had used in our campaigns. Because a lot of it, some of it I wrote, some of it my friends wrote, and we tried to. I wanted to compile everything together. Then after I hit past like 60 pages, I'm like, I can make this into an actual thing, and just started writing a whole bunch of stuff. So it's mainly just something for my friends and me.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Uh, the technical world. That is my favorite. The
Sorry, I was
technical
just
world's the
calling
best.
Sierra we're trying to figure out her audio real quick. Um, well, with that, Kobe, do you want to introduce yourself as well? You're new
Ooh,
player on Rosemary PG Studios, at least.
Well, but I've been a guest with you before. I'm Kobe Ross. I am the husband to Emily, and so I got recruited to join in for our session tonight. Uh, I've played D&D for 4 years now, almost five maybe, and been having a good time with it. There was D&D happening, so I showed up.
Well, we are super excited for that because I love having you here. Um,
well, yeah, but you're biased. Just
I
saying.
am very biased, I
I
will
do like
admit.
having Kobe here too, just for the audience's context. I have I have no spite against Kobe. I love him.
I'm
Maybe
very tempted to just like, you're right there. Like,
yeah,
what do you
just
mean have me? I'm right here.
you guys are so
Yeah.
close.
Oh gosh. Yeah, and just so everyone knows, Kobe, yes, as he was saying before, he has guest starred before. That was with our collab D&D one shot, Christmas one shot with the Nat One Nerds. So you'll see our collab with them on their page. But
It's pretty good.
here,
We had a lot of fun.
yes, it was very fun. So definitely check that one out. Also, we're super stoked for tonight playing Auran's Archive from Kobold's Brew. So, Zach, we're super excited to try out all of these new races and classes tonight. So, you'll see a lot of new stuff tonight, guys.
I'm excited to see how you guys are going to break it.
We're going to break it. Oh, yeah.
Play
Monopolize on everything.
test.
We're gonna break it so bad.
So, you're going to have to fix the whole book. No. So, just a few clarifications while we're still figuring out Sierra's audio. So we are playing with the version of the book that he has currently. There are still a few like changes as he's updating the book. That's correct, Zach, to say. As he's just updating the book progressively, and but you can look at it on GM's Guild. Is it up on GM's Guild right now?
Yeah, it's still up on GM's Guild. I'll update it on GM's Guild soon.
Okay, awesome. And he'll be posting about that. We'll post about it as well. Uh, I guess also just to kickstart, each one of us is going to be playing a new race that is featured in Auran's archive. We are also going to be playing classes that are here in Auran's archive. So if you like the characters that we're playing, if you love the races, love the classes, then definitely check out Auran's archive and leave a like on this video as well if you want to see more of this. So, um, if you want to see more playtests and whatnot. So, with that, Sierra, is your audio back?
Well, we're gonna see if this works. Have to wait for the stream to catch up a bit to see if it works.
I hear
But
you on the stream. I hear you on the stream.
you can? Good, good.
Yes,
Yay! Okay,
it's working. We can hear.
working. Yay. So, sorry about that little mess up on the audio, but thank you guys so much for introducing yourselves. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting a loop of audio, but that's okay. As long as you guys aren't, it doesn't matter. So, for this one shot, it's all gonna be Valentine's themed. And our party of adventurers have already met each other, already know each other, and they have received a letter from a mutual friend of theirs named Azurite. I might pronounce his race wrong. Luxian?
It's Luxian.
Luxian. I was close.
Close enough. Close enough.
So Luxian has sent this letter, and I'm going to read you the gist of what it is.
Do you want us to describe our characters at any point also?
After I read what the letter is, yes. That'd be great.
Sweet.
So the letter from Azurite, he's a crystallite, by the way. Crystallite Luxian. Luxian? Okay. I'm gonna mess up so many of these races
I think,
names.
Zach, you need to add a pronunciation guide into the book.
Working on it.
Not a bad idea.
So this is the letter essentially. He's been investigating the disappearance of Mrs. Greyrock's husband, who vanished on the eve of their anniversary. True tragedy, by the way. However, something is off about the town of Redwater and has an abnormal amount of dead wildlife in the area. He needs your help, the party's help, to find Mr. Greyrock and stop the strange occurrences in town. He asks everyone to come to the Pillars Inn. He'll tell you in detail about his discoveries once you arrive. So if you'll each go around, starting with Zach, and introduce your character, that would be fantastic.
All right. So my character is also a Luxian, but he is a different subrace. He is a Felician. He is about 6'2", and he's covered in these bright green feathers, and where his ears are, they're kind of start as ears and then turn into these long wings that go down to his legs. He's wearing these red kind of like robes. His name is Cassidy or Cassie, whichever you wish to call him. He doesn't really care. He is a gambler as well, which is a support spellcaster.
I think we go to Emily. I think she's next.
Awesome. Emily, how about you go next, and then we'll go Megan,
Yeah.
Greg, and Cody.
Okay, awesome. So my character is Aira Moondancer. She is an Atsunari. So basically, those are really tall, blue-gray skinned elves. She's got ears and horns that actually glow with that glow blue. You can see a picture that's kind of rotating down in the bottom left hand if you're watching the stream. um, and so my character, she's got long braided white hair. She is very scholarly, and yeah, she's 6'1". She's pretty tall, very slender, um, and quite young for her race. She's 82 years old, so very young for her race. Yeah, and I'll bring that over to, I think it was Megan next, or was it Greg? Megan.
All right. So I am playing Raylene. She is a Monto Dragon Knight. Montos are they are classified as a mix of races, but how the book describes them basically, they have beast-like ears and horns, wings that are about as big as their arm span, and a long tail. Raylene has a kind of connection with the small dragons in the wild. And she has just been traveling around, basically being a helpful nomad to those in need.
Awesome. Okay, my turn. I am going to be playing Edmund. He is a solar Luxian, the third and final of the races. We somehow got all three, by the way. The NPC is a Luxian. This was not on purpose. Anyway, but as a solar Luxian, he tends to live longer than most other Luxians, and so he has seen lots of things come and go. As a solar Luxian, his flames turn different colors based on the emotion that he is feeling. He can try to control it, but sometimes it just peeks through. I'm going to be playing the Magical Girl class. If you can think of like Sailor Moon, just picture like Sailor Moon in your mind. Just picture that real quick. You did it. Congratulations.
Wait, he transforms into Sailor Moon?
Oh yeah, pretty much. No, he doesn't. But that's the idea. Like transformation, you got magic, you got in D&D terms, a magical girl is what we call a half caster. So half of their like class is based around like fighting and physical combat. The other half is around casting spells and manipulating their situation to their advantage. So I guess the closest class would be like paladin. It's like a paladin, bard, fighter mix. It's
a
cool.
paladin, but you get the
Yeah.
level 20 feature way earlier
Yeah,
because that's the transformation.
That's right. That's right. So if you're sick of waiting, you can just play a magical girl.
Okay, but can we get a picture of Edmund in a Sailor Scout outfit?
I was very tempted to refer to his magical form as a solar scout, which I thought would be a fun play on the words, because he is a fiery boy. You'll see his picture rotate at some point, if you haven't already. But yeah, he's a performer. Done that pretty much his whole life. Hence the Technicolor dream coat that he wears at all times. That's him though. I think Kobe's the last one.
Yeah, that leaves good old pork pie, a magnoid, a construct robotic kind of race. Pork pie was a bodyguard sort of bot, but somewhere along the line he got some freedom to choose, and he's decided to run with that as far as he can. I'll be playing the skirmisher class out of Auran's archive, a very tanky martial class. So I look forward to seeing how that plays out.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Awesome,
What?
wonderful. Okay, so
You
we are
know, as a
going to
dungeon master, you can't put yourself on mute.
what? That's crazy.
No, I'm just messing.
So you all have met up. Either you guys were traveling together. Some of you were you all traveling together? I don't remember.
A mixture.
Yeah.
Mixture.
We're all
So,
going to the same
so
place. I think we're coming in 2 groups, but we all know each other from somewhere.
yeah, like
So we
we've
are
all
going to
met, we've
start
all
with your
been
two
acquaintances.
groups running into each other at the front of what was the inn's name? Of the Pillars Inn. And can you see your guys' selves on the map?
Yeah, I can move myself.
Kobe, what character? No, okay, no, it's in there. Oh, don't look at this. You can see that was true. Oh no! I'll make sure Kobe can.
Dude. Oh, am I just really not centered? Oh no, I am. He's just
There you go.
got big shields and a little head.
Sierra, I think everyone needs to have permission to move their characters.
Oh, do you not have it?
So if you
Nope.
click on the settings of the token itself, you can grant permissions to have someone have control
So
of
if
it.
the token was attached to the character sheet, that shouldn't happen though, right?
It depends. You have to give
Yeah.
them control over the token. So I had already attached my token and
I
like
changed your token and updated it on the
okay.
sheet. Which is where, sorry. I will try again.
I don't know.
Welcome to all these technical difficulties. Isn't this so exciting? No adventure's even happening.
Got to figure out the tech problems. There we go.
This is the problem with technology. This is what hey, this is why you should go buy Auran's archive as a printed copy instead of as a digital copy, because
Can't have
it doesn't
technical
ever
problems with the
lag.
paper.
There's no technical problems.
That's
Never
true. This
glitches
is why
out
I
on
have
you.
so many D&D books.
Yep.
It's a bit of a problem. But hey, the best part of marrying a D&D nerd when you are a D&D nerd is you get conjoined libraries of D&D books.
That's actually a life hack. Wait, hold on.
Life hack. Marry a D&D nerd. It's perfect.
Part of what made this work is that we have very different books. I think that should be clarified up front, because you don't need 2 copies of the PHP and the DMG and everything.
Yeah, it did work out absolutely perfectly because he had all the books I didn't have and I had all the books he didn't have. So
So that's how you find the one.
that, their D&D book collection
What
matches
books they have. Life hack, guys.
life hack.
Hey, Valentine's Day special. Just saying.
That's right.
This is just on point.
Happy Valentine's Day, early
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, everybody. Hope you have someone or yourself, to spend it with. Treat yourself. Yeah. There we
So can
go.
people still not move their tokens?
I can move mine.
I can't.
Mine is still not available.
That's a negative, Chief.
What if
To
I
be
just
fair, I don't have a character sheet in here.
What if I just do
Well,
by
you
hand?
do. It's under
It's just
your
under me.
name.
Okay.
Oh, I created a token by dragging it out, and now I can move it. I can move that to the spot. What I can do.
Yeah, you can like
Move
pull
that
out
one.
your own token.
Easy
Hey,
peasy.
how'd you do that?
If you go
So
to
if you
the
go to the journal, oh
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, Greg, you can explain it.
if you go to the journal on Roll20, you can then scroll down to your character sheet, and then you hold it and drag it into the board, and then a token will appear. You can also create unlimited tokens. So if I ever want to cast like mirror image or whatever, I could just like pull like 30 tokens in. And you should be
there
able
we
to
go.
control the one you pull on. This is a life.
Yay!
Okay, everybody can move theirs now.
We're all good.
Yay, awesome.
We made it. We made it, y'all.
All right, you all meet in front of Pillars Inn. What do you guys want to do?
Should we get right down to business, or do we have time for a drink?
Edmund shrugs. I mean, I'm good either way.
Either way, we go inside.
I'm always down for a drink.
Edmund
All right,
will
then
lead
I
the
guess we
way.
are going to get a drink.
In words.
So wait, just a quick question for you, Ed.
You like stop.
Like, do you drink like stuff that the rest of us do, or do you need fuel?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I do. I mean,
Interesting.
I just kind of eat food. It's a little different for me, but more like burning. I don't chew anything. Don't need to.
So as you guys enter the Pillars Inn, you can see there are a few patrons inside, and on a door off to the right, you can hear some people playing cards. That's this big room down here. Currently, there doesn't seem to be anyone attending the bar table.
Let's set ourselves down.
That's a shame. But not entirely terrible. I mean, we are here to see Azurite.
Perhaps.
That is true.
Perhaps.
He did request us to come, so I think it would be good to follow what he said.
Yeah, I reckon
Alright.
that's smart.
Fine.
I will
Let's-
stand.
Let's look for him. I'll go see if I can find him. I've been here a few times. He just kind of shrugs to himself. He'll begin looking.
Well, as you start to look around, I mean, it's a pretty empty room overall. You guys hear a large crash noise outside, and it sounds like a big chandelier crashed on the ground.
From outside?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
I bet that's him.
Well,
That's
yes.
probably
Well,
him.
Era will jump out of fright from the giant noise that just happened. So,
Fantastic.
I will
Raylene's
investigate.
Raylene's gonna go outside to see what's going on.
So you walk outside, and you recognize the mangled body of Azurite. And he has pretty much shattered on the ground, broken
oh, 'cause
apart.
he's a crystallite.
Yep. And in one of his hands that is separated from the rest of his body, there looks to be some paper torn. But he is definitely dead.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is there not enough?
No, we're
is
supposed to
there
meet
no
this
way to
guy, and
cast
he's already
healing on
gone.
him? Can we not cast healing on him?
Can you
I
what?
think he's shattered. I don't think healing would work.
You can try.
No.
Do we know if this is a common thing that Luxians do? They just fall apart?
I
Is
don't
this death?
think I would fall apart if I died.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
test that
sorry.
theory.
not quite common. No, not at all. It's not even for And he just kind of gestures.
Can each of you roll a perception check, please?
First roll.
Someone roll a nat 20, please.
On it.
Perception check.
My character sheet's not pulling up now.
So about that nat 20, I got 2.
Yeah,
Ah, there
so
we go.
what
Share.
you have it set to right now, both you and Greg have it set to doing doubles. Oh,
Yeah,
and
for
Megan.
advantage.
So
Oh,
you're
that's
doing
gonna be a whole
advantage right
thing.
now?
That's a whole thing to change, but we're just gonna put a nat 20 on the board
Um,
because the game said you were getting a nat 20 with or without advantage. Even if you had
Yeah, both of
disadvantage, it
those
didn't
are a
care.
nat
Said it was
20.
happening.
Yeah.
Who are we to disagree?
Okay, so I rolled a 14.
I got a
Okay.
4.
How do I change out of rolling double dice?
Got a 4.
So what you're gonna do is when you open up your character sheet, the area where it says core, bio, spells, and then there's like a little settings thing right next to it in purple. You're gonna click the settings thing, and in the box right underneath there, there's going to be a thing that says roll queries. And right now it says always roll advantage. And so what you're going to want to click is advantage toggle. And then a new set of like 3 will pop up there that says advantage, normal, disadvantage. And you want it to be highlighted on normal. Did that make
So
any sense?
I click advantage toggle.
Yes, advantage toggle.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. Let's try this
there you go.
again. Perception. That is a 15.
Nice.
I'll just roll for posterity's sake with a non-advantage 14.
Okay. I think we should still keep the nat 20 that Nova Flare or that Zach got.
Yeah, it was earned.
That was very well earned.
Game said yes. That's gonna be a first.
Let's go.
Hello, Keaton. Welcome to the chat.
I think I know that
And
character.
hello to everyone else who has been able to make it.
Yes, I think we see Silver Dust, Kobold Brew, or Terrace. I'm in the chat too. And Keaton.
Okay, so Kobe had the lowest one, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't see much. There's your old master is dead. That's all you see. Who had the next highest?
Oh yeah, poor guy.
That's just sad.
Greg and I both got a 14. Megan got a 15, and then Zach got a 20.
got an
Nat
8.
20.
Oh, he kept that one. Never mind.
Yeah.
So for those with 14 and 15, so everyone besides Zach, you notice some pieces of crystal falling down from a window right up above. And Zach, you see there's like a shadow in the room, like cast on this edge of the window that moves away.
Oh no, you don't. Can I instantly just take flight to go up towards that window?
Yeah.
I got a fly speed of 15.
So you fly up to the window, enter the room. I'm going to move you to a different part of the map.
Yay.
What do you see up there? Do you need help?
I don't know yet. The world's loading.
Oh, not again.
Not again. So you fly up to the window, and in this room, you see it's very disheveled. Papers and stuff in the chair are knocked on the ground. It looks like there was a fight that took place in here. As for what figure might have been in there, The room is empty. However, through a crack in the door, you can see this Prussian walking past.
Are they just walking, or are they like trying to quick? Or does it seem like they're just quickly got out?
They look like they have a purposeful walk.
Okay, no, that's suspicious. I'm gonna instantly fly back down to the group and say, all right, there was a plushling that was just walking past. The whole room's disheveled. There was some sort of fight. They're probably heading down for the stairs, so we should keep an eye out for them.
See.
Raylene's gonna go back in and look for the stairs.
You will
Era?
find the stairs in the back corner right over here.
Era is going to pull out her cloak, or well, pull it off, and she is going to start picking up crystal shards and putting it in her cloak.
Pork pie is helping as well.
Okay. She's like, oh my gosh, he's just dead. Was there anything like in his hands or like anything that came down with the shattered pieces of him?
Yeah, so in the disconnected hand that like broke off, there is a half-torn piece of paper clutched in his fist.
Okay, Era will grab onto that and read it out loud to Pork Pie.
So on this paper, it's a torn flyer for a play of Romeo and Juliet that was written by Wim's Spearshake and is the love story of the century and will be performed tonight at 6 p.m. at the Dragon Theater.
Wim Spearshake! I've read so many tomes from him. Oh, wait. Oh, but it's in its dead person's hands. Pork Pie, I'm sorry about Azurite.
I didn't know he liked plays.
Oh. Well, maybe we go catch the play, 'cause it seems like it might have been important as to why maybe he died. If he has this torn, there's nothing on it either.
It's half of the thing. So
Half
you
of the
don't know what was
flyer.
on the other half.
Do we know if there are other like flyers of this, like maybe in the tavern?
You can go look. While you do that, we're gonna go back to Megan. You went inside, you saw the stairs, and you saw this Prussian walk down the stairs and go up to this side of the what's it called? I just said it.
Counter?
Bar?
Yeah, it's not quite a counter, it's the bar.
The bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like climbed up a little ladder and is standing on the bar and is like using some mage hand to pour this human a drink.
Raylene's gonna stay where she is. Like she's seen the plushing come down, but she's gonna stay where she is for the moment to just get any suspicion off of her. And then she's gonna head on over and just like, I guess it's time for a drink now.
Okay. Zach, are you doing anything? Or are you just watching them clean up the pieces?
I'm gonna head inside, looking as casual as I can because I don't want to raise suspicion on anything. I think I'm just gonna sit at one of the tables for now. I'm not gonna quite go to the bar yet.
Okay.
Right?
Greg,
Ed-
how about you?
Ed
You just
is
saw your great grandson's body.
6. Great.
Great.
Yeah, I think you missed one. But yeah, he just kind of like looks around. He's been standing here as you guys have been like looking at this note, and he's just kind of been looking at Azurite. He's just like, ah, it's a shame. I liked him. And he's gonna say, well, it sounds like some sort of plushling was around. We ought to go find that little creature and figure out what's going on. And he's just gonna kind of like walk this way. At this point, you can see he's kind of stomping his feet a little bit as he goes in. He like opens the door a little too firmly as he enters in.
Can Era stop you before you head in real quick?
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Oh wait, I just want to try something. I don't know if this is going to work or anything." And she's gonna hold up the paper to
Oh.
your flames to see if it like reveals any sort of secret words or messages. As she knows, because she's hidden notes in books before and on papers. So she's like, I'm just going to test it.
You see half of an image. Make a history roll for me.
Do I see this image as well? She's kind of hold my hand up.
Yeah, so you can make one as well. As you guys are doing
over.
this, two of the patrons have come out and they're like murmuring and pointing and looking at you guys quite suspiciously, and one of them heads off.
Epic.
I'm gonna say, oh, it wasn't us. We're trying to find out who murdered him. I swear it wasn't us. Please don't ever think of something that we did that's absolutely not true. There's no constables around, are there?
Yes, trust me, it's not my style. He just kind of like shakes his hand. I would have done it differently.
Well,
I've already been accused of one crime. That I haven't committed. I can't be accused of another.
the one woman that's still there takes another step back.
I swear, no, it's close. Did you not the shed?
Your audio peaking. We can't. You're too worried. Be less worried, less worried.
Did you not hear the chandelier crash?
Yeah, that's why I came out. And
yeah, that's why we
you're not
came out
helping.
too. Okay. Well, goodbye. Good morrow and Sunday. Okay. What's
Where are
this
you
image?
grabbing his body?
Well, to bury him, of course. He was a dear
Without
friend.
going to the authorities?
Well, we are. We're gonna bring this to them first.
Uh-huh.
Because that's... I haven't seen anyone murdered before in front of me before. Orkby, help me.
I am, as he's picking up more like shovelfuls of the crystal.
Yes, you may want to go get the constable or whatever you have here. He could be of use. But in the meantime, I do have a suspect to get to. Oh, also, for history checks, there was an 8 and a 22.
Yeah, I have a really good history and I rolled really poorly.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So
100%.
as you guys have been having this conversation, you see some heads are popping out of the windows of the game room watching this. But for history, you were distracted. You're trying to backtrack from looking like a murderer. So you don't put together what this is. Half of it's missing. Who knows? It's just some triangle. It's weird. Greg, what you can recognize from this, you've been around quite a long time. And the symbol, though it is half of it, you can recognize as the symbol for lust, the pride.
Ooh, that is interesting.
What's interesting? The fact that we're about to be arrested
Ah,
again.
it's fine. I haven't been in jail for that long. Sentences mixed together. Anyways,
Last time was not that bad.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, point being, I recognize the symbol on this paper. Interesting. Uh, not a good symbol to be seen. Again, we probably should head in and see if we can talk to our suspect here. Perhaps let the guests know. And he like turns towards the window with like like eyes peeking through and like looking around. Let the guests know that this has happened.
Pork
Wait,
pie waves.
what's the symbol?
It is the symbol of you said lust specifically or pride? I heard both. Is it both?
Lust.
Okay, lust.
Specifically lust.
It is the symbol of lust. Specifically, it's in reference to a great creature. I'll tell you in a bit, but for now, again, we should clear things up so we don't get in trouble. Time spent in jail is not often pleasant, especially with your short life. Either way,
A
we
long life.
He just kind of like gestures his hands. Sure. Anyways, we should really let them know.
Well, as you're saying this, Pork Pie had waved to some of the people looking, and one of them, this one, like ducks out of view, and then this feathered dragonborn waves back, a little confused. And still watching.
Are we pretty close to, have we gathered everything?
Yeah, I mean, pieces of him are in pretty big chunks, and other parts are like scattered. So like you've gathered most of him. If you really spent some time, you could pick out the little pieces that are in the grass. But
So
while you guys have
we
been
probably
doing
have enough.
this, Zach, Megan, what are you guys doing while they've been talking and picking up pieces?
Raylene is over at the bar and just kind of like waves him over, like she's ready to order a drink.
This plushin kind of skips over, and you notice it is a bunny, and it has a little heart patched onto its cheek. It's
Cute.
how can I help you?
I'm just wondering what kind of drinks you have on the menu right now.
Oh, we have so many. Let me list them. She like straightens up, her little floppy ears kind of fall behind her shoulders. We have Lover's Whiskey. We have the Wine of Strength. We have. She like just starts going down and down, listing all these different ones in that same way, as if she's like reciting a list, very robotic. At what point are you going to stop her? Because she's going and she's at like 20 drinks now.
So she listens to a few of them and is just like, ooh, actually the Wine of Strength sounds pretty good. May I try that?
Oh, yes, I will get it immediately. And she like turns and then skips, and she uses Mage's hand to interact with the shelves back here. And there's just a wine bottle in the shape of a pillar that she pulls out, and another cup, and she pours it, and she brings it over to you in her little stuffed paws and places it in front of you. The Wine of Strength, a pillar's essential. I don't remember why it's essential, but it's essential.
Raylene just, I almost said Amaris, oh my gosh. Raylene just kind of like swirls it around in the cup for a bit and then takes a drink.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
There was something suspicious. I got it, I knew it.
You could just be getting drunk.
Okay, Constitution.
Magical alcohol.
It's a 6.
You are drunk, but you feel super strong. So for the next little bit, you get essentially till you take a short or long rest, you have disadvantage on attacks and like trait rolls. So any of those, but you get a +4 to all strength checks.
I've already got a +3. This is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be big.
So
You can also add
she's
it to your attack, by the way, the +4.
Ooh, this is gonna
You
be
feel
fun.
you feel really strong, but you are drunk.
So she can feel it kicking in. It's just like, ooh. Just as the name says, it is a very strong wine. Very
Zach,
delicious.
from behind, you can actually tell that like her arms, the parts that are revealed, actually kind of grow a little.
Whose arms?
Neat.
Raylene's.
Oh.
Neat.
And then she's gonna continue in like this little tiz. I actually just have a few questions for you.
As soon as she says that, can I cast Detect Thoughts on the Fleshling?
Yeah.
While he does that, I'll continue. I am here to meet an old friend of mine. Haven't seen him in, oh, how long has it been? 30 years? And I'm just wondering if you've seen him around.
So first for Zach. The detect thoughts, are you doing
I'm just gonna read the surface thoughts for now.
okay? So you're good for now. So the friend for a long time, you say that, and the surface thoughts that Zach gets is like, oh, I want a friend that long. And then continue asking your question, Megan.
I'm just wondering if you've seen a crystal Luxian come in. Goes by the name Azurite.
Oh, yes, Azurite. Oh, he was quite funny, very flirtatious. Which, for anyone who knows Azurite, he's not. He's the most awkward person known in the world.
Do we all come in at this point?
Yeah, you guys can walk in at this point, yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure that this person actually does go to get like some authority.
So she came
If she
out
hasn't already.
with, there was like a peacock type of person with her, and that one didn't talk to you guys. They just looked at you and walked off.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least some authority will show up.
The other one seems like she's watching you guys to make sure you don't run away.
Ah, okay.
Well, I'm going inside.
Yeah, Ed'll head inside.
As soon as Pork Pie steps inside and he like spots the plushling on the counter, he points and loudly is like that plushling?
The plushling hears you, and she like tilts and looks around. Raylene, where you're like flopping off to the side, and like straightens up and like walks around so she can see you guys. And she's like, "Hi, I'm a plushling."
What was going through her mind during the whole mention of the crystallite Luxian and him pointing out that Blushling?
You get so when there was like Azurite being mentioned, and she was like, "Oh, the very flirtatious one." You get the sense of just like blushing, like, "Oh, he was so flirtatious," kind of like just that emotion of blushing. And then
Blushes
when
in the mind.
yeah, it's just like, oh, when pork pie. Well,
Pork
I
pie.
should really just write down all of your names in front of me.
That's what
It's
I
like
did.
that
We
Fleshling,
have these four.
she's this bunny plushling, her thoughts were, I'm a plushling. And just walks around, is like, hi, how can I help you? You're new. I haven't seen your type around. As she's referring to pork pie.
Mhm.
Wait, as
Um,
as she's walking around, could Raylene just be like, wait, I want to talk more.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to pay attention.
Ooh, avoiding the hard questions. Does she
Yeah.
see the chunks of azurite we have in our hands right
She's not really looking at that. She's looking at pork pie. He's new. And
now? He's
as
holding
Zach,
a bunch of the chunks.
her surface
I thought
thoughts
we like
are,
loaded it
he's
into
new,
your.
and just like,
Oh
not
yeah,
to
it was in my
mention.
cloak. I thought you were carrying some though. That's okay. I can be holding it.
Okay, sorry. Uh, Pork pie like beelines to the bar, like he probably hip checks a table or two, uh, and knocks them out of the way.
Careful, that is hard to arrange. Oh,
I will fix them.
oh, thank you.
Uh, our friend just died.
Oh, I haven't had that happen.
Well,
Want a drink?
there was a plushling involved. I don't drink fluids.
A plushling. She like looks around, looking for a plushling.
Anything special in her mind?
Uh, how sad. A friend died. A plushling? Where? She's looking around. And then
Uh,
the thought of like, oh wait, I didn't charge for the wine. Oops.
She's so scatterbrained.
uh, yeah.
Sorry, what had you asked, pork pie?
Nothing in particular. Yeah, he was just like, yeah, our friend died. Like there was a plushling involved. Uh,
All right, you don't drink. Right.
my apologies. Uh,
Oh, you
can
don't
you
need to
help us?
apologize. It's bad if I drink too. If I spill it myself, it doesn't come out easy.
Will you help us so that we can
Oh,
find?
sure. How can I help?
Pork pie turns to. Who would he turn to in this instance? Actually, like who would be the most like investigative?
Well, if you look to the
Um,
side, you see your friend is very drunk. So maybe
Not
not her.
her.
Era has a expertise in investigation. She is very studious.
Then it sounds like pork pie turns towards Era and like, Era, you're better at this.
At what? And she comes on over. Um, oh, pork pie, what are you wanting me to do here?
You heard the conversation.
Yes, but I'm just. Era's like, uh, okay. What's your name? To the
What's my
plushling.
name?
Mhm.
Oh, it's Pearl.
Pearl. Pearl. I'm just. She's like writing this down in like her book. Oh my gosh, I'm Nori.
You are Nuri.
There's always one.
My book here.
Oh,
There's always a note taker.
Pork pie
As she,
starts fixing the tables.
Ava just writes her name down and she goes, um, Pearl, were you the one that checked Azurite into this fine establishment?
Oh, yes, this is mine.
Okay, so you
He's
own the
very
place.
flirtatious.
Did you hear the giant crash earlier?
I did.
Yeah, where were you when that happened?
Upstairs.
Oh yeah, what were you doing upstairs?
She looks like to the side, like, what was I doing? And like Zach, you get like just a blankness in her mind for a moment. And then it's like, oh, it's cleaning. And then she goes, I was cleaning.
Okay, cleaning? Where were you
Bless her.
cleaning?
The suite upstairs. The tenant
Oh,
just checked out. They're performing in a play tonight.
oh, wait, was that Azurite?
Oh no, he's not in the suite.
He's not in the suite. Who's the tenant that's performing in the play tonight?
Jade, she's
Jade?
playing
Who?
Juliet.
She's playing Juliet. What race is she?
She like looks to the side, and then Zach, you just get like, well, race was she? And then I think she's a bird.
A a bird. I mean, I'm sure we'll see in the play tonight, right? Are you going to the play?
Oh yes, everyone's going to the play. The mayor has been promoting it everywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, that's super
Oh here, and
exciting.
she like reaches down into the like behind the bar, and she pulls out a complete flyer of
Oh,
the play, and it has the same information of Romeo and Juliet, and it's being put on by not performed. It was written by Wim's Spearshake,
spear shake.
and so it has that information and where it is. The additional information is that Jade will be playing Juliet, and Romeo will be played by a Luxon named oh, what was his name? Give me a second. Okay. Uh, by a Luxon named Ruby.
Okay.
And Jade, her race on there was I don't remember the name of it. I'm gonna just put the image down, and Zach, you can tell me the name, maybe.
Life hack. Just ask the creator of the book. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, geez, that's
There
me.
you
I'm
go.
looking for it. Where is it?
Also, chat,
I'll
if you
just say
guys
I
have
don't put it
any
down yet.
questions, post those in the chat. The
Oh, that's right.
creator is here. This is the
Hi.
time.
When you have
Time to
questions in your D&D campaign, simply tweet at Jeremy Crawford.
I'm sure he'll
Whatever
love that.
race this is,
Oh, okay, that's Demonborn.
Demonborn,
Scorchfire Harpy Demonborn.
that is on there.
Awesome.
so demon Scorchfire Harpy Demonborn. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's good to know. Can I keep this flyer?
Oh yes, the mayor supplied many.
Oh, perfect. So you don't know anything about Azurite falling out the window and dying to his wait, and falling to his
Azurite
death?
died?
Yeah, he just fell out the window earlier.
Oh no.
Well, so
And
I guess he
then
checked out,
Zach, you
but
just get in your mind. I liked him.
well, when did this other tenant check out? You said they just checked out. The Jade?
Oh, Jade? Jade left this morning. It's about like 11 right now.
Okay.
She left this morning. About 10?
Okay. And how long has it been since Azurite died?
Maybe 20 minutes.
Okay. So not too long.
So at about
Okay.
10:40.
Long enough to be an alibi.
Yeah. Do you know? So Pearl, I need you to focus. Don't think about his death too much or your own mortality. That's a whole nother debacle.
Oh,
But
but I
let's
don't die. Well, I could.
oh
But I don't die easily.
yeah, but I mean people can always be murdered like Azurite was.
He
So
was murdered?
let's think about that. At least we think he was murdered. So was there anyone else up there?
Zach, you just get this is bad for business. Um, was anyone
Else
else
up
up
there
there?
20 minutes ago?
Oh, I'm sure. There's a lot of rooms.
Can we have an itemized list of everyone who was up there this morning? You know, if it wouldn't be too inconvenient.
I don't think I can.
Oh, why not? Is it like privacy concerns?
Yeah, you're not authorities.
Yeah, you know what? As I asked that, I thought about that. So, you know, because we are technically just strangers telling you that one of your tenants was murdered. And
Yeah, it's a little suspicious.
I'm a knight. Does
why
that
not?
count as any form of authority?
A knight? Ooh. Where's your shining armor? Do you have a white horse?
Sadly, no, I don't have. And she is wearing some armor, like her gloves, boots, and she's got a chest plate and skirt. That's all armor.
Is it shiny?
Yeah, it's pretty shiny.
She like leans in and she's like, "This is very pretty." And she kind of like just pets your chest plate. Too bad you don't have a horse. And Zach, you get in your mind, I'd like a knight in shining armor on a white horse.
Stereotypical, but
Sadly, I
okay.
do not have a white horse. I travel on my own majority of the time. But just as I asked before, is a rank of a knight any form of authority here?
Um, hmm. Zach, you get in her brain just the thought of, is it? She's like, she seems like she's really reaching, but because you aren't delving deeper, you don't know anything else. Um, um, how about half the one? I could get you half the list.
And she's going to turn to the others and just like it could work out.
Could we get the bottom half?
The bottom half? Okay. She gives
Like
you a list of,
cumulatively, everyone's using one brain cell right now.
Just
Well,
while this
I'm
happening,
drunk, so
while this happening, can I grab Ed and try to bring him upstairs? Because I know that door was cracked open a little bit upstairs.
yeah.
That'll go with you.
The intent of can we get the bottom half is that she'll make the whole list and then like just show us the bottom half. That in order to get the bottom half, she has to make the whole list.
Clever.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart thinking. Okay,
That
what
is really
guy has
smart.
the brain cell
I don't
right?
know if it'll work how you want though, because she has a book of people, so the list is already made. But if she had
She
to
has that
list
many
it,
people
that
staying
would have been
here?
genius.
I thought the place was empty.
She like so Mage Hand goes around and under the counter, and a book gets pulled out, and it lands in her little stuffed paws, and she so like looking at you guys, trying to like hide it. But she's like kind of tipping over because of the weight of the book. And she's like, and then she opens.
wait, is she around the corner as
She's right
like
where she
around on?
is. She like walked around you by just walking around on the counter and then is on the edge.
So if she's falling over with the book, can I just kind of like bring my tail up and steady her?
Yeah, and as you do that, she's Zach. I don't know if there's a range on your thing, but if you haven't
It's
gone
30
upstairs
feet.
yet, you
I
would get oh wow, I'm strong.
Yeah, it's only within 30 foot for detect thoughts, so I'm
That's
also
probably
not
the
planning
last
to
thing that
delve
you get.
deeper here, so I'm fine with it ending.
Okay, cool. And she's like, "Oh wow, I'm strong." It ends. uh, she opens to a page on the book and like sets it down, as she like lays across one half of the book and then uses her ear to cover the top part of the other page. She's like, there you go.
I will write down all of the names that we see.
Okay, as for names, you see Jade at the top.
Okay.
There's Bill. There's Jane.
We have asked the DM to come up with names.
A bunch of names. You will notice none of these have last names, though. She only wrote down first names.
We did only get half, so I mean that's logical.
Yeah. The rest continue. Oh, so by Jade, the one thing you do see is Sweet.
Okay.
Bill and Jane, nothing is written.
Okay.
Then you have, let's see. How many rooms are We'll give you one more. Okay. These are the ones that are like here today, quote unquote.
Okay. So we've got Jade, Bill, Jane.
Yes.
And
And
I
then
guess
the
technically
last
we
one,
know Azurite.
yeah. And the last one is Daya, just Daya.
Daya.
And that one has private next to it.
Oh, private. She's being all secretive.
So after you write it down, she like scooches a bit, and those who are like looking at the book can see Azurite is written above Jade, and then she like closes the book.
Thank you for showing us half the list with our half authority.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. Do you know
She
if
like
there's
looks down and then sees all of Azurite. She's like,
Oh, yeah, we thought that, the constable would want to see this before, he was buried properly.
she like grabs her ears and pulls them in front of her.
Oh dear, I just realized we pulled in a dead body. Um, Pork pie, here! And she shoves the sack of shards into his arm.
He takes it.
Don't mind, I'm gonna go cry now. And she like climbs down the little ladder and goes into a room back here and closes the door.
And as she's doing that, I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry.
The
Oh,
human
God.
over here like looks to the side as she has this empty bottle of wine in front of her. You messed up.
Eh,
And like takes a swig out of her empty bottle.
well, to be honest, I think I'm a little desensitized to things like this.
I fixed the tables.
Thank you, Pork Pie, for fixing the table.
I messed up and moved them, but I fixed them. So everything's all right now.
It is.
Well,
So as that was going on, Zach, how do you say your character's name?
Cassidy or
Cassidy.
Cassie.
Okay. Okay, mechanically. Oh. So for Cassidy and Ed, did you guys go upstairs during this conversation part?
Yeah. We ought to.
Okay. I will take you guys upstairs.
Upstairs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's crazy.
So you guys go upstairs. Seems rather quiet right now.
Okay.
Okay, so when I looked up there, the door was open in a slight crack, so we should be able to access the room he was in, possibly find the bottom half of that note. Did you hold it? You were not holding onto the note, were you?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, we can find the other half here, hopefully.
Yes. Let's see what's around. And you're sure that a plushling was involved in this?
Well, I saw them walking past the door with purpose as soon as this happened.
Well, I mean, that does put them as our prime suspect currently.
I mean, I did also look into their mind. They seemed innocent, but they also seemed to be missing information in their mind.
Strange. Perhaps magic is at play.
Most likely. Anyway, I'm gonna open the door.
So you open the door, and the same scene still meets your eyes of disheveled papers. The chair has been knocked over, a leg broken off. The bed looks like someone was maybe pulled out of it, and like the blankets and everything are just all disheveled and like pulled down and on the ground, and it's a mess.
Do I see anywhere in this room the bottom half of this poster that he had?
Roll investigation.
It's gonna go great.
It is gonna say perhaps it's best not to like touch anything.
I
Just
don't
in
plan on it.
case.
A lot of papers are like crumpled and tossed together, so with not touching anything, with a 7, you don't find anything.
I do know this much from the piece of paper. It had a symbol on it. Are you familiar with lust, the creature, ancient legend, lore, history?
I mean, I've heard the rumors about them. 6, 7 of them.
Something along those lines.
Something
I forget to count.
A handful of them.
Yes. Well, there was a symbol for lust on one of them. And as he's talking, he kind of like walks over towards the window and like peeks a head out to see if any authorities have arrived yet.
As you peek your head out, the peacock that had left, you can see the tail entering the tavern. Just the tail end of them. So you'd assume they've maybe come back with someone.
Looks
Look,
like
the bartender mentioned a bird person, right? And then that peacock walked past us, didn't say a word, and now they're back.
yes, perhaps they're another
I
suspect.
think we might have another suspect on our hands.
Yes. This really isn't my specialty. And he just kind of like stomps back towards the door. He says, "Let's just go figure out who did this."
Yeah, let's do that. You don't touch the door. You're gonna scar it again.
Oh, yes, I might burn any whatever off. All right. He slips out.
So you guys
Perhaps
go
we
back
should-
downstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, great.
Too fast.
For the rest of the party, Magpie would probably notice first because he's behind everyone else. I'm blanking on how
Pork
the Sarah's speaking to.
Pork pie, you mean?
Pork pie.
That's me.
What did I say?
I said magpie.
Magpie.
Magpie. I'm sorry.
Bird
So
version.
sorry.
Bird version.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Or perhaps
Okay.
the
Magpie is
gunner
my
version.
sister.
Yes, magpie is good.
There we go.
Zach, what race
Or-
is this one again?
That is an android.
I was gonna
Yes,
say that
thank
looks like
you.
an android.
So the peacock has returned with an android. This android seems to be wearing town colors and they're like red colors because it's red water, and has like a little badge on the edge of his shirt. It's a little star. He's walked
So
in.
very obviously the constable.
What? No, it's not obvious at all. Just kidding. Yes, it's the constable. Um, who has the shards of Azurite right now? Is it Pork
Pie
Pie?
does.
Yeah, because Aira just kind of shoved him into his head.
So the android walks right up to Pork Pie.
Yep.
And the peacock is behind them, and this woman has walked in as well. And the android with a hand on a sword just leans over and is inspecting the shards. Ahem.
Yes.
Good, sir. Why are you carrying these?
He was my friend.
Oh,
Hey, can I interject here, sir?
It's rude to interrupt.
Oh,
it
why?
is rude to interrupt.
I just wanted to help Pork Pie out here. I just wanted to help you, Pork Pie.
I think I'd like to try and handle this myself.
Okay, I trust you, Pork Pie. Okay.
Thank you.
Your friend, you said?
Yes, Azurite was his name.
Azurite. Oh, Azurite.
Were you friends too?
Not friends.
Oh,
Co-workers? Co-workers.
I have some coworkers.
The peacock behind is like, aren't you gonna arrest them? And the constable just like looks over, looks back. It's kind of like a robotic movement, investigating, and then like turns back to you, pork pie
Mhm.
friend. Why is he shattered?
I think he fell.
Fell. Did you push him?
No, we were in here and we heard him fall outside.
Ah, please show me where.
Of course.
Thank you. The peacock is like, you're supposed to arrest him. I
And
totally murdered
as
him as he's like following behind him.
Aira's gonna follow, and as she is, she's gonna turn to the peacock. She's gonna be like, "We didn't do anything.
Yeah, right, the peacock says back.
I didn't. He was a friend of ours. Now we're investigating to try and figure out what happened."
Zach and Ed, if you guys want to join them, you can.
Sure. Come down. We heading
Yeah,
out.
sure.
Raylene just kind of stumbles out after everyone.
Oh yeah, because she's drunk.
Pork pie indicates the rest of the crystal, the little bits that they weren't able to get. And like, this is where we found him.
The constable is like inspecting the ground, and his eyes seem to like shift and change a bit, and it seems like he's doing some kind of magical thing with just his eyes, which is kind of cool. That's not a race specific thing, that's specific to his character, by the way, guys. And he like picks up a piece of the shard, like holds it up to the light. Some light comes through, nods, places it on Pork Pie's pile in his arms.
Thank you.
You're welcome. When did you find him?
Pork pie's head, as he's thinking, it spins just completely around because magnoids aren't like attached at any of their joints. They're all magnetically connected. So his head just spins as he's thinking. Like, About half an hour ago.
Hmm. Well, he was dead before that.
What?
Well, that's not good.
So you're saying he was dropped and left here?
Good, sir. Lay out the pieces, please.
Pork pie sets down the cloth that they're contained in.
The constable seems to start arranging the pieces, his eyes shifting and doing all this stuff, and he's doing it very, very fast, faster than a normal person could, which is maybe why he's the constable. I don't know. he puts the pieces together, and he's like outlined a pretty good form of Azurite. And as he's doing so, he like stops and like pushes his hand on like Azurite's tunic, and there's a piece missing there. And he's like pushing it in and out. He's like, "Huh. Your friend is missing the part his heart should be."
That's not good. So he was dead before he fell out the window.
Yes. If you look at the crystals, color has faded. More than 30 minutes.
You are very good at your job.
Gives a curt nod. I am the constable.
So, whoever killed this guy stole his heart and then left him in the room. And then someone threw him out the window. If I'm understanding all of that correctly, good sir.
But don't forget, we also found that Azurite had had the bottom half of a flyer for the play tonight in his hands.
Can I have the flyer?
She immediately
Is it a clue?
I think so.
Paw print?
Raylene.
Takes the flyer, looks at it both sides, tucks it into his uniform. Thank you. I will be taking Azurite.
Okay.
Investigating, we will.
Thank you.
Don't leave town.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll stay.
Yeah.
And there's something that might help. One of the rooms upstairs that was, we didn't touch anything in it. We looked into it. It's pretty messed up there. From the one the window's broken and got tossed out of.
Some kind of scuffle happened. Is my guess.
Thank you. Two other androids in similar uniforms, except they don't have a star, come up and like are gathering the body to like take it away. And one of the other ones, the like second droid that came up, like pauses for a moment and then looks at let's see. I need each of you to roll a d6 and let me know if you land on the number 4.
Well, this is interesting.
Not I.
Not I.
Negative.
Not me.
Oh, Megan, it's your opportunity.
Oh wait, a D4?
A d6.
No,
That's a
I did
D4.
that wrong. I'm sorry. Like I did, like my mind combined roll and 4. D6.
Could have rolled physical. On my
you
physical, I got a 4. But on my actual one, I got a 3.
Okay, that was everyone, right?
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
anyone rolled a 4.
So nobody
Only
rolls a 4. And you see this android look up and then look at the constable, and like it puts its hands on its hips and kind of like walks up to it. It's like, what you doing here, fine thing?
So the constable?
Yep,
Disrespectful.
you set my cords alight. The constable's like, Spark,
Can I check insight?
stand down.
Can I actually investigate this one's body? I mean, it seems weird to ask that.
How do you want to do that?
I'm trying to see if there's any like weird marks on them.
So roll perception.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
Can I do an arcana check?
Yeah.
Can I do a performance
Just
check?
We're just rolling.
Performance? What's performance gonna do?
I
I'll
was
just-
just rolling.
Just gonna pull
gonna
out
say
my
to see
flute
if
and
there's,
just
like,
start
any-
like jamming. No, I'm kidding.
See if there's any like magical effects or that look like. Oh.
Okay. So perception for
19.
is it Cassidy?
Cassidy, yeah.
Cassidy. Proud of myself. um Perception wise, this android seems perfectly normal. You don't see any markings revealed.
What color are their eyes?
Their eyes.
Yeah.
Before
If I
I
can see
answer
them.
that, does eye color matter at all to this race?
To androids? No.
Okay. So the color of this one's eyes are not quite red, because that's kind of weird. It's like a reddish pink, I would say. Like a reddish pink.
Okay. Good to know.
Um, who did oh, other things you would notice with a high perception is they seem like when they walked up, they were like very robotic and like direct and straightforward, and now they're acting very fluid and more natural, and definitely are like, hey. um Megan, you were rolling for insight.
Yes, and because I have disadvantage because I am drunk, that is a nat 1. Put it on the board, Greg.
A natural one. You have no idea who these androids are. No idea. And then see, was anyone else like Megan, Emily, sorry. Did you roll for?
Arcana to see any magical
Arcana.
effects.
There seems to be not quite magical, but there seems to be some sort of effect going on.
Okay, maybe some wires.
It's not quite magic though.
Maybe some wires got a little twisted.
Maybe. Who knows? You'd have to crack its head open and see.
I got it.
Oh gosh.
Out of game. Out of game.
So the constable is like looking at Spark very weirdly and is like, stand down. And Spark is like, Well, you say so. And like leans against the wall and is like, and the constable's just like, no.
Is he a friend of yours?
A guard. He's like looking.
Is he supposed to act that way?
No.
Maybe we've got Cupid out here firing arrows.
Constable like pulls out this blue glowing disc and just flicks it at Spark. And it hits Spark and electricity just goes and he's like and he collapses on the ground unconscious.
Just tated his own teammate.
And the constable looks like very grossed out and weird, like just like this is weird.
Well, Constable, is there anything that we can do to assist you other than not leave the town?
What are skill sets?
Well, I mean, we were here to meet with Azurite, who was trying to investigate something about Mr. Greyrock or Mrs. Greyrock or something like that. And we each have our own skill set here. We'd like to help investigate this further. Azurite was a good friend of ours, so we would like to be able to at least maybe avenge him or, right this a bit, stop any further possible killings. I don't know if it is multiple or if it was just one.
No murders in town. This the first.
Oh,
Grey Rock missing. Azurite helping. Azurite gone. You can help.
yeah. That we were coming to help Azurite, and then, well, this happened. So we would love to help. And she kind of
Look
looks
for
at everyone
Grey Rock.
else. She's like,
Be in touch with
"Yeah,
me.
we're in."
Yep. I mean, that's what we were here to do in the first place.
Look
So
for
we
Grey
just-
Rock.
Perfect. Do we have permission to go check and look around up in that room up there, or would you like us to wait for you to get back and
Wait.
do that yourself?
Don't touch murder scene.
Okay, we will not mess around with anything in that case.
Do you know anything about Mr. Greyrock? Any leads? Oh, sorry.
You go ahead first.
Sorry, Cassidy. Do you know anything about Mr. Greyrock? Anywhere we should start?
Grey Rock missing. Night of anniversary. Wife distraught. Grey Rock. Town cleric. Grey Rock. Making house calls when disappeared.
Oh, okay, so Mr. Greyrock is the town cleric.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Don't
All
touch scene. Must take care of Spark. And it like goes over to Spark and like the most human like emotions and movements you see is now him like going to touch Spark. And he's like like grabs him by the collar and starts dragging him away.
Before you take Spark away, might I cast a spell real quick to see if at all any magical effects are present on them?
Sure.
Okay.
Permission granted.
While he's doing that, can I ask the I already forgot the constable, is there happen to be a library of sorts in town that might have general information on a lot of things?
Personal libraries.
Hmm.
Mayor has a good collection. Greyrock had a
Where
good
might
collection.
I find the mayor, if I can ask?
The mayor lives on Valley Road,
Thank you.
plot number 3.
Thank you.
Greg, what spell are you using?
Going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
So, for the duration of 10 minutes, I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. And if I sense magic, I can use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that in the area that bears magic. I learn the school of magic, if any. So I'm going to cast that. I see lots. I feel that there are a lot of magical items in this area. It's crazy. It's like 2 on every person. It's wild.
Yeah, you do notice there's
That's a whole bunch.
at least 2 on every person. The constable has a bag that's glowing, you know, those kind of things. But on on Spark, let's see, detect magic, does it show
doesn't-
all items?
Uh,
Or is it on a
I'm able
specific
to-
target?
I'm able to sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me, and then I could use my action to see a faint aura around any magical object around me. So I'm going to also do that so I can see where magic is coming from. It also penetrates through like up to a foot of stone, through an inch of metal, and a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Oh, all those will stop it.
There's a faint glow coming from the back of Spark. But he's currently on his back, so like you have to flip him over.
Okay. Ed will say, is that where Spark got hit with the magical item?
No, he was like hit on the forehead.
Okay. Ed will then say, I sense magic coming from their back. Is it all right if we flip Sparks over?
Sure. The constable just like grabs Spark and with surprising strength just yeets him over.
During this time, Aira's gonna dust off her cloak from the shards and get that back.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other android like nods in appreciation and takes them. This one is much more fluid than the others. It seems like they're acting like a normal person. And it's just like nods and thanks, like just collecting pieces.
Okay.
So I'm able to sense with the spell what school of magic that this aura is coming from. But first, do I see anything like physically present?
You don't. But on the back of his shirt, there is a glow coming from like the back, centered. Not center, but like center of the shoulder blades.
Okay. Good. And what school of magic is it? My guess is it would, if it's influencing their mind, it would be enchantment. Like if it's controlling their behavior in any way, that would be enchantment.
It's not enchantment.
Okay.
Trying to remember all the schools of magic.
Abjuration, conjuration, divination.
Oh, it's conjuration.
Conjuration. Okay. Interesting. Did Sparks happen to be able to produce wings of some kind?
Nope.
Create anything from their back?
Nope.
Strange. I
Spark,
sense.
untalented.
Oh, I see. Unfortunate.
Oh, that's so sad.
Not everyone can be talented. But I do sense conjuration magic coming from their back, strangely enough. I would have assumed enchantment, but I was wrong. Perhaps I'm less talented than I thought. Either way, strange nonetheless. Can I make an Arcana check to see if I can determine what magical effect this is?
Sure.
Or perhaps what the spell could be that is being cast?
Is
Or
anyone helping him as you guys are like looking at it? His back of his shirt? If so, you can get
I'll
advantage if someone helps you.
I'll
I'm
go and
staying in the
help him.
back to keep an eye on everyone that's here.
okay,
I'll go and help him.
is your Arcana higher than mine? I have
My
a plus.
Arcana, I
I
have
have
a
a plus
plus
one.
9.
Okay, you might want to do Arcana. I have a plus 1. You have 8 more than me. I'm actually gonna like pull you aside and say, "Hey, you're good at magic, correct? Come here."
I'm very studious about it.
Yes. Talented
So
with the
roll
spellcasting. Here,
Arcana.
right here. And he's like pointing out where it is and like explaining the school of magic and everything, trying to make it easier. That'll give her advantage. We'll say that's what he does to give her advantage.
Okay.
Zach, Megan,
Yes.
and Kobe, please roll perception as you're doing this.
9.
12.
Did you see my message?
Oh, did you send it over Facebook?
No, I sent it privately in the chat.
I did not get it. Is it highlighted?
It was before we rolled the d6s.
No, I didn't get one.
Hmm.
Mm,
Here, I'll resend it.
okay, that'd be great. Sorry. My Roll20's struggling today. You might have sent it right when mine refreshed. That might have been what happened. Um, perception. Zach, you don't notice anything. Kobe, you don't notice anything. Megan, did you roll?
Doing this right now to see if I can get anything better with disadvantage.
Okay. And then Greg and Emily, did you guys roll?
Yeah, I got a 21.
21. Oh, shoot that.
I'm pretty good at Arcana.
Megan, you don't notice anything. Uh, Emily,
That's me.
how are you guys investigating this arcana? Are you guys just conversing? Are you investigating the body? Like, how are you doing it?
So I'm looking at this. I'm also like taking notes in my journal, talking it over with um Ed. For some reason I want to call you Blaze.
Blaze.
I don't know why, but I'm talking it over with Ed. We're kind of going back and forth, talking about things that I've studied, talking about the coloration, the size, the like mana generation, like all this stuff. Um, I may also like get in close to like, uh, um, will will I gain? Are we able to? Is it on his shirt or on like his back?
It's on his shirt.
On his shirt. Okay. So I'd like to see if it is like a physical thing as well, or if it's like just magical. So I'll probably like try and like touch in that area. Um, it with permission. Uh,
The constable is just like, sure.
yeah. So I'm kind of like doing all this investigation, kind of like calling upon all the knowledge of things that I've studied in the past and what I know about magic.
So, as you're looking around and as you get close to the shirt, I'm assuming that Ed is leaning in as well because you're helping each other.
Mhm.
As his light reflects onto the shirt, you get a little shimmer of a shape.
Okay.
And so if you like lean in a lot, it's half of you recognize half of the image. Emily, it's half looks identical to what was on the torn,
The paper.
yes, flyer.
The
The flyer.
Yeah.
The
That torn
lust
piece.
symbol.
Yes.
Yes, the lust symbol.
And then
Which-
there's a full image on this one though.
So there's a full image of the lust symbol,
Pull it up.
which Ed recognizes completely.
Which is
The lust symbol. You just don't know what the lust symbol is.
That one. Got it.
We're fast. Yeah, you know your book better. How? Anyway.
I wrote it.
Oh, okay.
okay. So it's just like a full lust symbol, is what it
Yeah, a
is.
full lust symbol is there.
And I'm assuming
Oh.
Ed, you tell me about that.
Yeah, he goes, oh, now that's interesting. Now that you've pointed this out, that is so strange. Constable, are you familiar with the 7 deadly sins by any chance? And he just kind of like tilts his head a
Who's
little bit.
not?
Yes, it's a quite familiar story. A little bit of ancient history. Some people believe it's fiction. I believe that this to be evidence of the contrary, in fact. And he then then turns back to Emily, your character, sorry. He turns back to her and is like, yes, you see, this being referred to as lust generally, it has the ability to influence people's emotions and their thought process, if that makes sense. She has, or it, I suppose, has the ability to cause them to become particularly, and he just kind of like gestures like this, not unconscious, no, but flirtatious and awkward at parties, just, you know, the normal type of stuff. Never seen it
And
in
you
person,
say
though.
this comes from the symbol or from someone else?
The symbol is in reference to lust. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that in the stories, lust has the ability to put this ability on them, like force this symbol on them, these emotions. So it would explain how it got here, but I'm unfamiliar with range or how it works. It's also possible someone else could have done it. I'm unfamiliar on the specifics.
Mm-hmm.
I always have a feeling.
Real quick, Megan, if you sent your message, I still didn't get it. So if you'll send it to me over Messenger, that'd be awesome.
All right.
As you explain what was happening, by the way, the constable like nods, looks at Spark, and is like, sorry for electrocuting you. And then leans in and is like, apology accepted. And then like stands up and like, okay.
Oh, so the constable says that.
Yes, but like he leaned down and like murmured it like it was coming from Spark.
Oh, to his own self. Oh, okay.
Hey, it's important not to have a
Okay.
guilty conscience.
Strange. This is all
Gotta look
lining
at
up.
himself in the mirror.
There's the performance, the heart stolen, lust.
Maybe we should go to this performance. I think that maybe that will help bring to light some things.
Yes.
Also, is it possible to cast Identify on this? So this to like know more information of like how to get rid of it if possible?
It would be useful. Unfortunately, I do not know the spell.
Oh,
Neither
I
do
do.
I.
Oh,
I can
fantastic.
cast Identify.
He like takes a step back. He goes, by all means.
Question for Zach, actually.
Yeah.
With the Weaver class, do I still have to spend soul points for it, or can I ritual cast it without because it is a ritual cast
I
spell?
believe I put it in the ritual casting section, but yeah, you can still ritual cast and not take the slot.
Okay, good to know. So she will ritual cast identify.
Okay. So for identify, what all does it give you? It just gives you like all the information on the spell, right?
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick. Spellbook. Identify.
Have it.
Okay. So what it is if it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If it was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. You learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting the creature if you're touching a creature.
So there doesn't seem to be any spell affecting Spark. The sigil, you touch the spot, according to your message, and it kind of broke apart. So you only get like half, as it's like its effect is completely fading away.
Oh, so do I think that I'd get more if I cast the spell immediately rather than ritual casting it?
Yes. But
Okay.
it still won't be the full thing as it's been broken apart.
Okay, then I'm gonna use soul points. Okay. I
That's
will
only one.
spend. It's a level 1 spell, so I'll only spend 1 soul point. And she's going to cast Identify on the mark that is starting to fade.
Okay. So what you can tell is it seems to be a spell which creates kind of like a placeholder on something. And when once triggered within 30 feet, whoever is
Wait, so
being
like the
affected.
caster has to be within 30 feet to trigger it?
Yeah. When triggered, it acts as if someone's hand was right there. So it allows a touch spell to happen. So it's kind of like a pass-through spell,
Oh, I see, I see.
which allows, once within range, someone to cast a touch spell, even though they are
30
away.
feet away. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You can't get any more details on the spell, though.
Okay, I will say that immediately to everybody and be like, who all is here? When did this activate? Probably when he started acting weird. So that means someone was within 30 feet.
Upon hearing that, Raylene just kind of like looks at her hands and is just like, I can use magic.
Raylene, it wasn't you.
I'm just making sure I keep eyes on that peacock.
The peacock is suspicious.
Oh yeah, very. They were nearby for both times.
And they've been quiet this whole time, just watching.
Just trying to get us arrested.
The constable immediately like looks at everyone very quickly. And he's going to head inside and he's going to the card room, which immediately there's a lot of commotion and people yelling, and the dragonborn like jumps out the window and sprints away as like some cards are falling out of their pocket. Another person jumps out the other window.
Why
some
are people
coins falling
running?
on the ground, and they're like, crap, 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 and they're like, "Ugh," and running.
Is jumping out windows the new cool thing people are doing these days?
No,
No.
no, it's not.
No.
He says.
Well, but Azurite just like fell out the window. They're jumping out windows. Like,
Yeah,
why are
Azurite
people
was
jumping
dead
out
before he.
windows?
Azurite was dead before he went out the window.
But he still went out the window.
I suppose so. They just look like they're worried about something. My guess is the constable caught them doing something they weren't supposed to be.
I also find it funny that we're
Gambling
just
is
standing
illegal.
here. We offered to help, and we're just standing here as people are running away from the police.
Nah,
It's not our job.
tasked in finding a person, and that's it.
So what do you guys want to do?
Pork Pie is going to go to one of the now smashed windows and close the shutters.
As you're closing it, you can see the constable has this little cat race over here, like pinned to a table, as like some cards in the other hand. I was looking at everyone very accusatorily, and there's just one other person in the room, this little red guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just kind of like standing there with his hands up. I was like, I didn't gamble, I was just watching.
Gambling
And you like close
illegal.
it.
If it is, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Your class.
Oops,
It's quite literally my job.
wrong town.
What else do you guys want to do?
You're not a gambler. You're simply you sell insurance.
Oh, yes.
You insure particular
Officially, that's
outcomes.
what I do. Actually, no.
My
I
job
just
title.
imagine him as like
Can I-
the door-to-door pest control salesman, like selling
Can-
insurance.
Can I ask the DM if I can do a high or low to see if I know any information about the 7 deadly sins?
So let's have you roll history,
History, okay.
which will determine if you actually know it.
Well, while all of you were
Oh,
doing
hey, a
this,
+0.
I'm gonna go get another bit of that drink. It's really good.
Wait,
I got a
no,
12.
no, Raylan.
We just got you back.
So for 12, I wouldn't say you know everything that you actually know.
Fair.
But you would know general lore and like what all the sins are and that they can have children and like what those children might be.
Would I know that when a sin is killed, it gets transferred to the person who killed them, or do I not know that?
You would know that.
Okay, so it can be anyone.
What?
When a sin dies, the sin's power gets transferred to the person who killed them.
Minor lore. It's okay.
Minor
Don't
lore.
worry about it. Minor lore.
Because the original sins are all demons, but there's no demons near here.
Okay.
So essentially, if a person killed the original lust, the person who killed them is now the new sin of lust.
Pretty epic.
I'm gonna say Raylan, stop.
That's really
The drink was so good.
At Raylene, as you come back in, you see that Pearl has returned to her spot on the counter and seems like she has cut off the human that was drinking, and now they just have like a murky, almost milk, but it's like a watered down milk in front of them.
Hi there. Are you feeling better?
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm fine. Do you need anything else?
I'm thinking about trying another one of the drinks.
Oh, what would you like? We have Fire's Breath, Lover's Torment, Broken Dreams, Flying High. And she like continues to list some more.
What's what she's having over there? Looks interesting.
Oh, she's having. Maybe she like stops. Oh, right. I just love Pro. My apologies. She's having the milk of rejuvenation.
What does it do? Can I try some?
Yes, it is super important for. It's super important. She like uses her mage hand, grabs it, and this one just comes in like a normal looking milk jug, essentially. And she like pours it out. It doesn't look very good. It's watered down milk. That's what it looks like. And she hands it to you. Feel
I'm drunk. I don't realize how bad it looks.
as you drink it, you feel the effect of the wine of strength slipping away. You are sober, and all your strength that you had gained is gone.
So she like drinks it, like feels all the effects go away, and then looks at it and it's just like, well, that cleared my head. Thank you.
You're welcome. Feel rejuvenated. What everyone else is doing. Oh, sorry.
How much for both drinks? I realized I never paid you.
Oh, she like looks down. It's like, yes, money, important. And for the wine, 1 silver. Rejuvenation, 2 copper.
She's gonna place down a silver and 2 copper on the table.
She like
Thank you so.
takes them. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a really good business here.
So nice. I don't hear that often. Oh no, I do hear that often. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Everyone else, what are you doing?
Can I go up to the bar?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the bar. Still gonna try to keep an eye on the other people who were within the range, so that Monto and the Peacock Trek. Well, I'm keeping make sure I see where they go, so they don't just
They
disappear
go
on me.
upstairs.
Okay, just want to make sure that I know that they're up there. I'm gonna ask Pearl. Uh, just a quick little question. What's in that room up there behind the door over there? And I'm pointing over towards that blacked out area.
Many use that for vomiting.
Oh, fair.
Or general relief.
Do you know if anyone is in there or has been in there for a while? Might be, I don't know, hiding.
Nope. Evening drinking has not started. You're welcome to go in.
I will in a second. I'm gonna do a higher low. Just anyone can choose it for me, just because we need to get one on the board. But I want to see if I'm gonna take a drink or not.
High. I'll give you a
High.
high.
All right, here we go. That is a low. I'm not drinking.
Oh, darn. They're all such fun
Darn.
facts.
I know it'll be interesting, but I'm gonna go up to that to the bathroom. I'm gonna knock on the door just to be polite, just in case.
There's no answer in there.
All right. I'm going
There's
in, making sure there's no one hiding in there.
There's lots of stalls, all of them empty. Most of them are fairly clean. One smells really bad.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. Just wanted to make sure there was no one hiding in here.
Adventure is where the bad things are.
That's just too bad. Yeah.
At this point in time, it is in the afternoon now from all this stuff happening. Just so you guys know.
When does
And
the festivities start?
6.
Yeah, 6 or 7. I think it was 6.
Okay, so we still have a couple hours, probably.
Okay.
We saw that peacock go upstairs. We may want to go investigate that peacock. They were
Can
there
Pork
with
Pie
us.
talk to this guy? Oh, that one. No, how do I?
Press and hold on one spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
This guy.
Yeah.
The red
just
one.
have their hands up. The cat is pretty much experiencing a shakedown, but literally they're like holding the cat up and like shaking them. And there's like cards and coins falling on the ground.
That's a big shakedown.
And the cat being like, I'm innocent. It was planted.
I've been framed.
Yeah, this essentially is what's happening with very obvious crimes.
Yeah. Pork Pie is going to address this other individual. Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
I've been better.
Me too. My friend died.
That's bleak. The shattered one?
The shattered one. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Know anything about it?
It was loud. You guys were around the body.
Yeah.
Took me a while. I had to finish my hand. I mean, I had to finish washing my hand. Watching it go down.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't touch it.
Is it fun to watch?
Oh, yeah. So fun. It's a thrill, Guessing who's lying and stuff. It's great. Really fun.
I've
Too
never been
bad
good at
you
that.
don't get money when you're just watching.
Telling when people are lying. I mean, I've never been very good at it.
You should play sometime. I mean, you should watch sometime. Learn a thing or two. His hands are still up, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's decided his position. He's gonna stay. Will you help us?
Sure.
We want to find out why Azurite died or who killed him. What happened?
Oh, the little detective dude? That's who it was? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was investigating Grey Rock.
Yeah. He asked us to come help, and then
Yeah. His wife's been drinking all day.
That's sad.
where's she?
Oh, she's at the bar.
Would our characters know that Azurite is married, or is this news?
Azurite's not married. When he's saying his wife, he's referring to Grey Rocks.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That makes more sense. I was like, hold up.
No, you're good. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, I was very confused by this.
Okay. Well, I'll ask her. Thank you.
Yeah, you mean you want to take me with you?
I think the constable wants to talk to everybody. Just that's the impression that I got.
Let me down, man.
He'll be with you shortly.
Let me down. Last time I helped you.
I hope not. And Pork Pie will leave.
He's just watching you go. No reply. Just glaring.
as Pork Pie's like leaving the room, he'll call back that it must have been good timing, though. You would have lost that hand anyways.
How do you know that? I mean, you're not friendly. As the constable looks at me, he's like, you did play.
I do have proficiency with playing cards.
Got him.
Oh,
That would have been fun to see you play, actually.
Yeah. And Pork Pie is got a new person to go talk to.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
can I go with Ed? And be like, Ed, I'm curious about knowing that the person who activated that sigil was so, well, in close proximity. I just wonder if there is, if someone here that is still here is the person that is causing mischief.
Oh yes, most probably. The lust can pretty much be anybody. I'm not sure who it is. I wouldn't be able to recognize them, but I personally was going to go see to that peacock that we saw earlier. I saw them go up the stairs. I was going to go try and get some info out of them, see what they know.
May I come with?
Oh, of course. I would have it no other way. Extra protection anyways, just in case they are, well, lost. That would be very bad for us.
Of course, and if we ever need to investigate anything or investigate anything magical, I'm pretty good at that.
Fantastic. You'll come in handy.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. And then Ed is going to lead her towards the stairs and head up that way.
Can Raylene follow?
Yeah.
Raylene, do you have your mind again?
Yes. It's actually a funny story. That misty kind of water, that foggy kind of water, cleared my mind.
Huh. Strange.
Maybe we should have
Yeah,
some of that on hand.
Just in case.
Well,
sorry.
All right.
Cassidy, are you joining them? Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'll join them up going up there.
And Pork Pie, would you like to join them, or do you want to stay down here and talk to more people?
I'm gonna talk to this lady, Grey Rock's wife, apparently.
Okay. So we'll do a little bit of upstairs, and then we'll come back to you talking to Mrs. Grey Rock. Okay. You guys are upstairs. You don't immediately see anyone, so you can assume they're in their bedroom. But for sake of time, you can hear the peacock's voice coming from this room as they're just like kind of muttering to themselves and like, put in so much effort. What good it did me. I should have just slept.
Maybe.
Ed is going to approach the door where the voice is coming from and just kind of gently tap on the door with his knuckle. Hello, yes, it is us. My name is Ed, by the way.
So like Peacock swings the door open, their hands on their hips, and they're like, what do you want?
Just a few answers, if that's all right. I
Make
just have
it
a couple
quick.
questions.
My afternoon nap was already supposed to happen.
Oh, yes, of course. My apologies.
Can I cast detect thoughts again?
Female peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast detect thoughts again on them.
Sorry, Emily?
Are they a male or a female peacock? Because if they're very colorful, then they must be a male.
It's a male peacock.
Okay. I was just curious.
Wrong one.
Ed is going to ask, do you happen to know anything about that whole lust scenario down there with the rune and the android?
I mean, it makes sense to knowing that everybody around this town is super flirtatious. Maybe it's just because the big play is coming up, but it's annoying.
Yes. Hold on. That makes me realize something. I'll share later. You're busy. I'm also curious, do you happen to know anything about our friend Grey Rock?
Town
Perhaps.
cleric,
Yes.
don't know much more.
Have you ever
I'm
met
not from
him?
here.
No, my apologies. And just one last question. Will you be going to the festivities later today that play Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, that's why I came.
See? Fan of plays then?
Nah, I'm here to support my friend Ruby.
Oh, you're friends with
See.
Ruby. I
Can
see.
I try to delve deeper?
Yeah, so
That's a wisdom save, I believe, on their part.
I'm also
Yeah,
curious.
wisdom save.
I'm also curious about the whole
they rolled a
lust
natural
questions
20.
and everything. Oh,
Wait, wait, wait.
oh. Gamble! Do the
Gamble,
gamble!
gamble. Take it. Roll it again.
Rolling,
That's
yeah, okay.
Signia's lucky band. It's like silvery barbs, but worse.
Natural one, it works.
Woo!
I'm
A
glad you
20
put
to a
a
1.
I'm glad you put a nerfed silvery barbs in your book. Thank you for doing that.
You are welcome.
You
It's needed
separated it.
sometimes.
Yeah, works out. That was incredible. I'm gonna put both up there just for funny.
So you just want to know it's like deep thoughts that are happening.
Oh yeah, deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts was trying to be helpful and is really annoyed that it ain't gonna take its nap. And now these people are asking questions, and he's already had to deal with lots of flirtatious people, and like it's super annoying. And then this guy just died, and now he's gonna have to spend a lot of time going to the constable and giving his witness statement, and it's really annoying. And this play, I mean, it's for lovers, so like good for them, but I could care less. Darn Ruby, why did you have to get a part? Although I shouldn't think that. You are my lifelong friend. It'll be good. Saw some cool wolves. Wonder what that's for.
Hmm. Interesting. Not what I was expecting, but interesting.
So Ed will continue. He says, "All right. Well, seems as though there's not too much to it. We're just visiting. Um, I I guess that's all the questions I have. Did anyone have a quick question they'd like to ask before we let you get back to your no, of course.
What race is Ruby?
Alexa.
Alexian.
Alexa.
Where is she?
Oh, Ruby's a male.
He. Where is he? Wait.
Oh, probably down at the theater.
Oh, that's right, because he's playing Romeo.
Yes. Oh,
We should go
yes.
down to the theater.
We should visit there. By chance, do you know what type of Luxian Ruby is?
No, he's like you.
Oh, wonderful.
Fire.
Oh, interesting. All right, and he kind of like cocks his head back up. He hold on. Yeah, he says, okay, well, we'll go see about it. Thank you for your time. We know you are busy. We'll be on our way now.
Thank you for the
Thank you,
help you
Rob.
have been able to give us.
You're welcome. He like slams the door.
A friendly gent.
Don't know.
For Kobe
Mhm.
downstairs, Mrs. Greyrock seems like she's been sobered up or whatever drink she had, and her like eyes are puffy, and she's just like sitting at the table.
Hello.
She like looks over her shoulder and goes, "Oh, hi. What can I do for you?"
Are you well?
Thank you for asking, but no,
Can I help?
no.
Can I try?
Sure. What do you want to try?
To help.
My husband's gone.
He died?
I hope not. I don't know
Well,
what
then
else
he's
to
not
do.
gone.
It's been gone for days.
That is a long time.
With the animals on the loose, there's no chance. No, there's a chance. It's fine. He's still around. He's just
What animals?
the one's killing all the wildlife, you know? The wild beast attacks.
No, we just got here. I didn't know.
Oh, there's been some around. Pearl, I need another whiskey.
Thank you for telling me. We'll be very careful.
Good luck. If you see him, he's a dwarf. Please let me know.
We'll let you know.
Pearl's like, I don't know if you should have another whiskey. And then Mrs. Greyrock is like, I haven't had any today. I've only had one. And then Pearl's like, oh, that's true. And she gives her some whiskey.
So that's what a successful persuasion check looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
For those upstairs, do you want to go back downstairs at this point, or
Yeah,
Meander my way back down to where Pork Pie is.
Yeah. Seems like we have a lead now. Oh, on the way down, Ed is going to point out. I don't know if you all noticed this, but you may recall. Oh, actually, did she say that out loud? Did Pearl say that Azurite was flirtatious out loud, or was that in her mind?
she said it out loud.
Okay, so Ed points this out and says, and earlier that gentleman told us that people were being flirtatious in the town. I wonder if perhaps Azurite was under the effects of this charm as well, along with a bunch of the town. And
That would be an explanation.
but
yeah,
how?
because he's the opposite of flirtatious. Have you met him?
Yeah, I
He's
have.
he cannot hold a conversation very well.
No wonder he never got married. Either way, um, if he's under the effect, and there's many people under the effect, I have a suspicion that this lust character, whoever they may be, are plotting something. They're activating all of this charming, some sort of pandemonium. Something big could be coming. We just ought to watch out. Try to stop it if we can. Perhaps Azurite figured it out and Lust confronted them. That's my running theory.
By the way,
Are you
we
guys
still
going
don't know.
downstairs during this conversation?
Yeah.
Pork Pie, if you'd like, you can join them at this point.
Okay.
As you guys come down the stairs during your conversation, you see another android run in and go straight to the constable, whisper something, and then Pork Pie would be able to see this, that at the time he had the cat like by the collar, and the other guy you were talking to kind of like by the ear and was like dragging them out of the room. And then as soon as the android says whatever he says, the constable drops them and just sprints out.
Edmund's gonna try to like call out to him and ask like, "Constable, what's going on?" As he's
There's been
like
another
running out.
murder as he runs out.
Oh,
Well, shall we?
Yep, already running.
yes.
Saying pork pie, we have to go.
Yeah, we're moving.
Gestures to follow. Starts running. We'll follow the constable.
Cuckoo. Give me 1 second.
Also, Ed will tell his theory to Pork Pie as well,
Mhm.
so that he's updated.
Oh, I think it's pausing. Okay.
Pork Pie will catch everybody up on this beast situation. At least the little bit that he got about it.
Beasts running loose, a bunch of people under magical spells. This could indeed
Not
be a gathering, actually. We have all three. This could be quite dangerous.
Yeah, this does not bode well.
Oh, wait. No, I could just do that. Good. So, as you guys are running out, following this guy, are you all following?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
Okay, cool. You would notice that in the town, there's some murmuring. There seems to be a crowd kind of headed towards the theater.
Murder at the theater.
Cool. Can you see yourselves?
Yep.
Cool.
At the very bottom of the map?
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Me trying to find the pieces. Point is, the crowd is gathering. You pass like a couple people that are like flirting. Someone's like handing a flower to someone. Just like those general things. There's lots of flowers for the theater.
Okay.
Where's my Oh, it didn't click mine up. So there's 2 androids, the constable and a guard. This one's different than the one that had the Azurite body, and the other one then Spark. So there's a 3rd guard now. So you guys get to the theater. There's this big building ahead of you. There's some torches. There's 2 right on either side of you guys, right here and here.
Ooh.
There's 2 big dragon statues, like looking down. One is very fierce and one is almost comical looking, as it like has one wing, like the wings both going and like almost like a laughing face to the side, and the other's like very fierce and like I'm gonna eat you.
Wait, can I turn to Raylene at this point and just be like, that's not lore accurate to dragons?
No, it really isn't. But seeing as this is what I'm guessing is the theater, I think it's representing comedy and tragedy.
You know what? That's true, but if we're talking about Dragon Lore Volume 87, it's just it irks a little bit, when we're talking about
I,
subsection B.
I think it's just supposed to be funny.
Edmund.
Well, there is that. But back to the topic of those books. Something I've noticed as I've been reading them, some of them aren't actually accurate. Like I've hung around dragons a lot, and there's a lot of
Okay.
misinterpreted stuff. Like
Edmund
there
just
are
kind
some
of
dragons out there.
Edmund just kind of like butts in the middle, and he's like, "Ah, the theater. I remember performing here. One of my first. Oh, sorry. Wait, we have a mission. And he like walks over towards the androids.
As we're walking over, uh, uh, Arrow will turn to Raylene, and she's just gonna be like, "You're gonna have to tell me what volume and what subsection, and I'll alter it. I'll alter what you know in the book of my copy of the book, so that way we have lore accurate dragon knowledge.
Oh, of course I'll let you.
We'll put a pin in it for now."
Okay. So the two androids have run off to the side. There's like a booth in front where it looks like you can buy tickets, and they run off to the side where this little gathering is over here. Let's look at quick it. There we go. So you guys follow? Do all of you follow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As you run up, there are two common folk looking people over here on the side. And here, I like the tree spot. Oh my God. Is a dead body of a harpy, and her chest has been ripped open, and there is no heart. And you can tell that just from like coming up. It is a bloody mess.
I'm getting some flashbacks to Harbinger's episode 1. I guess not episode 1.
That would be. I think that was 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
You
2 or
beat me
3.
to it.
Getting flashbacks to who's feeling lucky.
Oh,
I see.
God.
Interesting. Edmund, he kind of, as he's walking up, he notes the heart missing. He says, "Interesting, interesting." Another example. Do we know who this is, by chance?
This one down here.
The dead person?
No. This one right here. She's not dead.
No, I'm saying the dead
Oh
person.
yes, the dead person.
Oh,
That is who he's
I-
referring to.
I thought you were asking if the dead person was saying.
Did the dead person say anything?
No. Do we know who the dead person is?
The one down there goes, "Yeah, this is Jade."
Dear. That will put
Jade was
complications
playing
on the
Juliet.
performance, won't it?
Well, I guess someone wanted her to really be in her role.
Yikes.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, so you have read the book before. Oh, wonderful.
Well, I mean, I've traveled a lot, but I've read a few books.
See. This is not a time for jokes. Very funny though. Not trying to be rude. Their heart's missing. Constable, this matches the previous victim as well.
The constable's nodding, and they seem to be investigating the body and the surrounding area. but are kind of wordless two guys as they're just like working and looking, and they're like, this is fairly fresh. Would all of you make a perception check?
Yes, absolutely.
Man,
Oops, I did not mean to use advantage.
The online dice do not
I got a
like you,
17.
Kobe.
I've been rolling bad.
15.
18 over here.
Nice.
Hey, James.
Won't you help me sober up?
So who has the lowest?
I think Kobe.
Or
Kobe.
I think
Kobe.
it's me with the 4. Yep.
4. You don't notice much. The person's dead. I wonder how that happened. Okay, the next one.
Probably the heart being missing. I'm gonna take a wild guess.
Pretty big deal.
15.
15. Okay. It is 18. It is 18. Okay. 15. You see some wolf prints around on the ground. 17. You see the same wolf prints. Yeah, 15 those are pretty close. The wolf prints. 17, you do notice that there seems to be some blood trailing off. And then Emily, with a slightly higher, you see that there is a small trail of blood and a few drops here and there leading towards the theater.
Would I notice this too? Emily and I got the same.
Oh, yes. Sorry, yours was hidden down
I
behind me.
Can I roll investigation to try and try and follow this or see what kind of race maybe is track the boots and stuff like that?
Boot wise, they seem to be the normal humanoid. There's some boots. There's some wolf prints that are kind of overpassing the boots. And it goes into this door at the theater.
Which door?
The first door, right here.
Okay. I would like to explain as I'm going, but I'd like to follow the blood trail.
I'll follow too. And before I follow, I'm actually going to turn to Pork Pie and be like, so I think this thing you were telling us about the animals is somehow connected.
Maybe.
So, Emily's character is explaining what she saw as she's walking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ed is going to say, "Yes, you all explore the theater. I'm going to see if I can get any information out of these two." And he gestures to the two people across from the body. See what they know. If I hear any screaming, or if you yelp, I will come on in.
Okay.
I will specifically yelp. Good to know.
Hey, so for those of you who are wanting to go, can you put yourselves by the door?
Thought I did.
Okay. So Ed, Pork Pie are staying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
There's going in.
Okay. I like to think they enter and then just start screaming yelp just at the top of their lungs.
So as
Just
you enter,
just like
Yeah.
this.
uh,
Yes.
so as you enter, um,
I see a giant token in the.
I see two.
Oh,
yelping.
I didn't see the second one until now.
The yelping commences.
so the theater looks currently empty. It's set up for a fairly big crowd. 2 side stages for people who pay a lot of money. It looks like there's some stalls where people can buy alcohol while they're watching. And to the side, you see the 2 big wolves, and they're made of metal and like a bronzish metal, and they're just motionless to the side. They look like they're just statues of wolves.
Okay, there's
One looks ready to
The
pounce, the
blood?
other looks like it's looking up.
Does the blood lead towards them?
Um, once you get in here, you don't see any blood. Except for like right in front of the door, where there's kind of a small puddle, like maybe the person realized.
I don't think this is a coincidence, guys.
I'm going. Wait, which one looks like it's ready to pounce, and which one looks like it's looking up?
This one is ready to pounce. This one looks like it's looking up.
Then I shall go stage left in that case, towards the one that is not ready to pounce. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go check up there. It looks like there's a room up there, like off stage.
Yeah, you could assume it's probably the prop rooms.
I would like to go investigate in there.
Which room?
Up here on the left. Which I guess that would technically be stage right if you were an actor on stage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
High or low, Emily?
um um hi. Adding it to the board.
Okay. Okay. The wolf that was looking up,
Is a
suddenly
nice
there's this
wolf.
grinding noise, and you see a red light kind of flash, and a blade comes swirling out of the wolf, and it is magically floating in the air and slices at you.
My character's going to jump and scream and try and not die.
I know these guys. I remember making their stat block.
Please tell me they're not evil.
So cute.
They're neutral.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's
So-
okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me. Good thing I have somewhat decent health for a caster.
Wait a
You
minute,
get
isn't she
9
wearing her
points
cloak of
damage.
displacement?
Oh, I am wearing my cloak of displacement. They have disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh, Hey.
Gamer
This
moment.
brings back
23.
memories.
What?
It's a 23 to hit.
fetch.
Oh my gosh. We'll go with the 18, and yes, that does hit.
Uh,
So is
it's
it like
9
a
points of
magic
damage, by the way.
sword? 9, you said?
Yes. And I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Yelp.
Yelp! Yelp! like the
I did.
robots
I
movie.
screamed.
Ka-ka!
I jumped and screamed.
Yeah.
Big
I
yelp,
rolled with my
mega
regular
yelp.
dice because I don't trust these digital dice. Oh, but it.
So scary.
Here, on fire tonight.
Don't know if I can add myself to the turn order.
Yeah, I can't add myself either.
Usually, the way I've been doing is I click on my own token, and then on my character sheet, click initiative. When the turn order's up, it puts you in automatically.
I added Kobe and Emily to the turn order.
Okay.
So you just have to. Well, you just tell me what yours are. I'll change it in this. Oh no, you can change it. We're good then. Okay, Ed, what is your initiative bonus?
Mine is a +2, so I rolled a 21 total. But
Okay, they get to go before you because they rolled the same, but they have 3.
Ah,
All right. Zach, you're up first.
okay. Well, seeing that that thing just started moving and swung out a sword all of a sudden, I'm gonna reach over. What weapon does Ray have?
Raylene,
Yeah, what
she
weapon?
she has a very big katana
All
and
right.
and a sun carver sword.
Uh, hmm. I feel like for this situation, Suncarver is a lot more useful since these things are made of metal.
I was thinking the same thing.
So I'm gonna use bonus action to enchant your Suncarver. So I get to roll a d10, a 9. So,
it's
combined
not
with
bad.
that daily enchant. For the rest of the fight, or essentially for the rest of the day, your Suncarver will deal an additional 2d6 radiant damage. So keep track of that.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's the core feature for gamblers. I have a 35-foot movement. I'm going to get closer to the middle of the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Let's get right there. And that was a bonus action. With an action, I'm going to cast... did I do that? Yeah, I'll just go all elemental energy. I'm going to cast Elemental Ball. Take up a third. And I'm going to be targeting 20-foot radius. I'm going to target it in a way where I won't hurt, where I will not hurt. I keep forgetting how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Area.
I know
And
it's
that's
kind
going
of
to
a
be,
tricky name.
yeah, they're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw for, psychic damage. Yeah, this Robo Doggo is going to have to make a dex save.
Okay. 11.
That is going to fail, so it is going to take, rolling the dice. It's going to take time. That's what it's going to take. There it is. 26 psychic damage.
26 psychic.
26 psychic damage on
Ooh.
the Robo Doggo.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Seems to growl in response. Awesome. Monster turn. Well, this one. Moves onto the stage. And attacks again with its sword. Twice. Onto Emily.
It has that far of a reach.
It has a magical sword that's floating in the air, just swinging around.
Wait, so is the sword magical or is it physical and just controlled by magic?
It's magic.
Okay.
Let's see. With disadvantage, correct?
Yeah,
'Cause
it's summoned. It's magic.
So yes, and still disadvantage.
then does a 17 hit.
Yeah, my AC is 12.
Oh shoot.
She's squishy.
I am squishy.
Hey. We'll see if the other hit attack hits as well. Oh.
It hits.
Yeah. It's close. It's 13.
How much do I lose?
It's close though. Okay.
Wait, what kind of damage is it?
It is slashing.
Ah, darn it. I'm not resistant to that.
That's the
Alrighty.
wrong dice. I know it is. Okay. So it's gonna be 20, 26 for the two attacks together.
26. Holy crud. I'm almost dead.
Bye.
Bye-bye. The
Hi,
other wolf that was ready to
Kira.
pounce.
And now she's going to die.
But you're not actually dying, right? I mean, like you didn't actually die.
No.
Okay.
She's got 21 health left.
Oh, that's plenty.
Oh yeah. Lenny. It knocked me down 2/3 of my health.
That's almost half what I have.
So this wolf comes alive, rushes forwards, knocking the different benches aside, and is going to swing for
I'm
2
sorry.
times at Zach. You don't have any magic item that will give disadvantage, do you? Okay.
Nope.
25 to hit.
I don't
Man.
like it when Sierra DMs. I
Yeah,
liked it
that'll
better
hit.
when nothing hit me.
That
I like
25 will
that
definitely
better.
hit.
Wow.
My DM dice. They truly are DM dice. I use
Okay,
them as a
what's the
player,
second
and they're
one?
always bad. Love it as a DM. Okay, the second hit. Whoop. Roll the way. 24.
When you know it hits. I'm gonna be
Okay.
hurt soon. Ow.
23 points of damage for those two attacks.
All right.
Okay. And you guys screamed, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Screamed.
These androids
Absolutely.
immediately leave the dead body and rush inside.
I screamed like bloody murder. Like
First out of surprise, and then out of losing like half your HP.
They're doing a prepared action, and it is now Ed's turn.
Fantastic. Ed was like walking up towards these people as the combat was starting, and then he like pauses and hears like the screaming, and he turns over to Pork Pie and he's like, "Ah, that's our cue. It seems like it's And then he dramatically turns towards Pork Pie and says, "Showtime," as he holds out a hand, and a magical sword appears inside of it, engulfed in flames. He then brings his hand up, one where he's wearing a ring, and with a burst of magical energy and a bright light, you watch as his form begins to shift and meld and change, as you see his hair elongate, forming it into that of a grand lion's mane. And you see sparkles and glitter just explode out of his person. And he then speaks, "Shall we get on with the show?" As he begins running towards the combat. So
as Edmund takes off, Pork Pie still not used to it.
Thought that he was playing a magical girl class.
oh yes. He's going to run up. As he's running, he draws his sword at his side, holding a sword in each hand. He's going to run in here with his extra 10 feet of movement. From being in his magical girl form, he gains 10 extra movement speed. He comes in and he assesses the area around him. And he sees the floating swords, and he realizes he's gonna have to do something to like actually get somewhere. Oh, he also sees that people are hurt. He's going to. I'm double checking to make sure this is actually an action.
Thank goodness I'm not the only healer.
Yeah. He's going to run up. You're injured, correct?
Me?
Yes,
Yes, he is
I'm
injured.
at 29 out of 46.
Okay, you both are injured then. He holds out a hand, gently placing it on your shoulder, and he says, "Don't worry, I'm here," as he casts Cure Wounds.
All might?
All Might? Yeah.
Las Ultra!
Plus Ultra. He's casting it at first level. You regain 7 hit points. Then he draws his sword again and readies himself for battle. That is the end of his turn.
That was awesome. Emily.
Yeah?
Your
It's
turn.
your turn.
Oh! You said Emily.
Sorry, I
and
should
was
have
waiting for you to,
clarified.
like, ask me something.
Megan, you're up next.
um. Okay, give me one sec. So I was reading this spell. Where did it go? It was mana bomb.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. So my character's going to back away because ouch, this freaking hurt. Yeah, she's got 30 feet of movement, and she's going to just. She's like, I need to go. She's gonna come down here, and she's going to cast mana bomb using.
They do get, because you're leaving their range, they are going to get an attack of opportunity. Do you still want to move?
Yeah.
Pork Pie would appreciate
You're
it if you
lucky.
moved one more
With
space to the right.
disadvantage, it is 8. They missed.
Disadvantage, it works.
Sorry, what did you say, Cubby, about Pork Pie?
I said Pork Pie would appreciate it if she was one more space to the right.
Oh.
And so I moved one more space to the right. Oh my goodness. Why?
Because I
You'll see.
want everybody in range of my features.
Oh, I see. Okay. She is going to cast Mana Bomb. She's going to spend 2 soul points to do so. Because it's a 3rd level evocation, and because of her premortal soul, she gets to subtract 1 soul point off of that. Okay, choose a point within range in a 20-foot radius from that chosen point. All creatures must make a Constitution saving throw. So it's a 20-foot radius. So that means it's gonna be like really big. I'm gonna do it from like maybe right over here. 20-foot radius. So it's gonna hit the dogs and no one else. Okay. All creatures must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And the what kind of effect magic thing is it?
What do you mean? Oh, it's evocation.
No, I mean like, is it an explosion? Is it just
Oh, yeah.
mental?
So it's going to be force damage.
Force damage. Okay.
Yeah, it's a burst of arcane energy.
And can you show me where the radius was again?
The radius is right. So I'm centering it right here. It's going to be hitting 20 feet. So it's going to hit all of them.
And where does it go the other direction as well?
Yes. So it goes 20 feet in this direction.
Okay, cool.
Oh, thank you, whoever's doing that. I would like to. Wait, how do I do it with the big circle? I see. Okay. I will show you where it's centered on. Nope.
So the one it's
Right
centered
here.
on got a 21.
This
The
is
other
the
one
range.
got,
Do you see?
that's super helpful. Thank you.
Yes. You can see exactly where it's hitting.
And the other one got 16.
Okay. So they do succeed. When it failed, they take force damage. In addition, they lose a spell slot. Oh, it doesn't say anything on if it succeeds in the spell. That's weird.
That was my bad. That was one of the things I missed. That is tended to be half damage on success, and no other additional effect. That was my bad. Greg,
I
you
was
missed
like,
that.
wait a second.
3 people missed that. No.
Oof.
It's okay.
That would be a very sad spell. Do I get to do half damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's half
Yes.
It's half damage, and no additional
Alrighty.
effect.
I'll put the
Grabbing
note
my
in the
dice for
dog.
this.
Yep, we're going to go fix it now.
Okay. Half damage. Woo! Okay, that is 16. Half of that is 8, I believe. So they each take 8 points of damage. Oh, look at Starbomb. I like all these. Oh.
So as you do this, it's force damage, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh man, I should have done Star Bomb instead of Mana Bomb.
So it also hits this pillar. There's pillars around here, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Those circles, I should explain that. Those are pillars. So it hits the pillar, and you see it crack, You think only just a little more damage is needed for it to break.
Ooh, actually, thoughts and thinking and ideas.
You also hear from the room over here a yelp of surprise and pain as you can hear some like objects being thrown around in the room from the blast.
Oh,
Wait, wouldn't that corner still have been in range when I did that elemental ball against the guy when he was sitting right there? So that was a 20-foot radius as well.
Oh, it was a 20-foot. Oh, I didn't realize it was a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, it's same radius as fireball.
How much? What kind of damage was that one?
That was 8d6, 26 psychic damage.
Oh, okay. You didn't hear anything on that one, but I will take note of that.
That is
What was the
okay.
save on that? Was there a save?
It was a dex save. DC 15.
Oh, and do they take half damage on a failure or success?
They take half on a success.
Okay. Cool, thank you. I didn't register as a radius, my bad. Cool. But you did not hear a yelp on that one.
Okay.
Anything else, Emily?
I don't think I can do anything else. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that for now. The magic is a little confusing, so
Megan, it is your turn. Kobe, you're up next.
All right.
Okay, I am taking a look at this, and it doesn't say what kind of damage Suncarver does. But I do get to ask, what kind of metal are we looking at here?
Let me see if it gives a specific. We're gonna say it's bronze.
Bronze. That is not anything listed here.
Suncarver still does the normal sword damage. It just is able to cut through metal with ease because it's superheated.
Okay, and what's sword damage?
Probably
I
a
should
short
have
sword.
short sword.
Yes, it's I think
Okay.
D6. I'll double check on it, but I'm pretty sure it's short sword.
A short sword is a D6 piercing.
One D6 piercing, yes. All right. So here's what we are going to do. 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, I counted this. I counted this before. So yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she can come up to right here. With that last bit, she is actually going to like flare her wings open and use them to launch herself in the air as she pulls out Suncarver and like brings it down on this wolf.
Oh, cool.
Hold on. Let me take a look at this real quick. Richard. What kind of bonus do I add to it?
It's still a weapon,
Strength.
so whatever your
Strength
weapon
and
bonus
proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Strength
isn't short sword
and
strength or dex?
proficiency.
Yeah. So you can choose strength or dex and then add proficiency.
That is a +6 to this. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. So she brings this down, and in a total, that's 3d6, thanks to Cassidy's radiant damage boost. That is 15 points of damage. And on top of that, I have extra attack.
Ho ho ho.
Nice.
So she comes down with this sword, like slicing through it with this red hot blade. And she lands, and she's going to like loop the blade around to cut through it once again. With
Hey, bring your sword back. It's golden.
15 to hit.
It misses.
Dang it! That would have been so cool.
So you slice through it and it lets out a howl of pain, and you go to hit it again, and it blocks you with its own sword.
What kind of metal is the sword?
Bronze.
It's also magic.
It's also magic.
The sword
Yeah,
is,
'cause it
is magically
says-
summoned.
Oh,
for
magically
theirs.
summoned? Then it's just magic. A blade
Yeah.
of magic.
It says this creature summons a blade. Well, it says made of red steel, but it's also summoned via magic.
Steel, thank you. Red steel.
But still,
Magical
that was cool.
steel blade. There you go.
Very cool. Is that the end of Megan's turn?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Kobe, it's your turn. Then it'll be Zach.
Pork pie's moving up to here. Could I get the AC of these three?
My AC is currently 15.
Okay.
Mine is currently a 13, but it's about to be a 17 on my turn.
Okay.
Apologies, it's 18,
And
not
then,
15.
Okay, so 18, 17.
And what's
Ray?
Yeah.
What is Ray's AC?
Yeah.
What's Raylene's AC?
Raylene's AC.
Raylene?
Megan, what's Raylene's AC?
Megan.
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 My AC?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, stream was freaking out for me, so I was just trying to fix it.
Oh, good.
13.
Okay. It is 19 until further notice.
Okay, so all of our AC is switched to 19, correct? Is that how this is?
Only one person.
Only
You can
one
only do it
person.
to one
Okay,
person.
so you chose her. Now Raylene's AC is 19. Using your skirmisher feature.
Skirmisher
Fantastic.
armor, I believe is. Yeah, skirmisher armor. That's the name of the feature.
Ooh.
Then I needed to dash in order to get into this position, so that's my turn. I don't have anything as a bonus action.
Zach.
It's my turn. Okay, I forgot to do this last turn. It's a bit of a longer feature, but it's also it can just do it. It's gonna up my AC, so I now have. I pull out several cards from my deck of cards at my hip, and 18 cards, because that's how much I'm allowed to do at this level. 18 cards start circling around me psychically to protect me. And then I'm going to pull off one of the beads from my necklace of fireball, and I'm going to chuck it. If I can do this correctly with a circle tool. That's not what I want. I want to do it there. Actually, no, there. Can I do there? Yeah, right there.
Okay.
So they both
It's
need to make a
dexterity?
dexterity save. Yeah.
One got a
They-
10.
I believe Necklace of Fireball's DC is 13.
Oh, fair. And the other one got 18.
Okay, so one succeeds, one fails. The one that failed is going to take 34 fire damage. Whew. And the success takes half of that.
Those are a lot of sixes. Very nice.
Heck yeah. And then I'm going to Ed, what weapon do you have on you?
In my right hand, which is my dominant hand, is my flame tongue short sword.
Well, you're right next to me. This is only going to last for one attack, but I can give out a basic one.
Oh, I'll use it.
So let's do the enchant again. Roll a d10. There's 4. So you know that next attack that lands is going to do 2d6 poison damage in addition.
Okay, very nice.
All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. So this pillar over here, don't have an export. Well, that's not what I wanted, but that works. um, with that fire damage, bursts apart, and we'll see if they're in range.
I believe it was something like that, or pretty close to there.
It's for the pillar's effect.
Okay, I'm just making seeing if it was actually in range.
So the pillar like bursts apart, and it looks like some shards go around flying, and like, wait, let me double check. Yeah, it goes flying around in like a 20-foot radius, but they're out of range. Shards of it go around, and the top of the roof collapses in, and it looks like it would have crushed anything underneath.
Well, that was close. Don't do that again. Got it.
I'll make a box. So this area is now difficult terrain.
Okay. As the roof collapses, you actually see the color of Ed's flames change. They change from his normal yellow to blue.
Oh, he's sad.
He said,
Oh no. Monster turd. Okay. This guy's gonna come running up. Actually, we don't want him to go that way. It's like there. So we're gonna have an attack go on Kobe. One's gonna go on Megan.
Okay.
That was terrible rolls. So for Megan, it's going to be 14. And for Kobe, it's going to be 11.
Well,
Both
thanks to
miss.
Kobe, that misses.
Do both attacks miss?
Yes, both attacks miss.
Okay. Then the other one is going to make an attack on Emily and Kobe.
Dang, that's such an enormous range.
Kobe, you get 20, dirty 20.
Okay, that will hit.
Emily, you get 18. Do they both hit? Okay. All right, on Kobe, it's 12 points damage. And on Emily, it's 10 slashing. Magical slashing, if that matters. It's a magical weapon. So they run up, they slash at you with your swords. Then, from this back room, let me find the token. Emerges I don't know how to say the race's name. Oh no! It's a
That
regal
Petrokazi.
Petrokazic. I was not gonna get that. Thank
It's a
you.
weird one.
A royal Petrokazi. So you all can see the image. That's what it looks like.
Very nifty.
And she has blood on her hands, like up to her forearm, forearm, and some blood coming out of her nose. And high or low, Emily? Hi.
She's muted, but I think she did say hi.
Emily.
Hey, you lucked out. It's high.
I totally thought I wasn't muted. Okay. Yeah? Is she gonna ignore me?
We'll find out. We'll find out. Good call with
What
the
kind of
high.
does she just have like horns or something? Or like what is this race?
So she's very thin, but also tall. I think it's not horn. It's not horns that I don't believe they're natural horns. She has tougher skin. It's kind of like rock.
Okay.
So yeah, she's like a rock. She has these lines on her that are glowing. The gold lines are all glowing. On one of the lines, there's a heart shape that is also glowing. If there's any more essential stuff, Zach, go ahead and chime in what they'd look like.
I mean, that's the most part. I mean, they've got this darker colored skin that almost appears as like stone, as well as actually itself being naturally tougher and harder to break through. So Petrokazis typically have higher natural ACs because their skin is just hard.
Yep. So as she comes out, she has this blood. She has some blood coming out of her nose. And she just snarls and goes, "You're a little early to the show." Oh well, I'll just add you to my collection. And she like pulls out a dagger. Um, and the androids behind, there's like a gas, and the constable is like, "Sua, how could you do this?" And it's just like horrified.
What's her name?
Sua.
Sua.
And she's gonna go,
No, I'm about to die. Don't. Oh no, don't hit him.
she's going to attack Zach.
No.
Oh no.
And
Because you're
she
low
moves
on health
very, very
too,
fast.
right?
And for those of you who know of the sins, from the heart and the steps you've been seeing, you can assume lust. But then with her moving really fast, you're like, oh shoot, this is a child, probably of gluttony and lust.
Ah,
That's
the
not
problem.
great. That is a problem.
Mm.
Yeah, she's gonna attack Zach.
Ow. Just gonna make sure know which one this is called for being a child of these two. Addiction. Fun.
She rolled really low though, so rip. Does a 13 hit?
Oh no, it does not hit.
So she attacks at you twice. Both miss. Um,
Ah,
when she comes out, though, if you are attracted to her,
Frank.
It's a little harder to hit her because she's so beautiful. Kind of want to take her on a date.
Fred.
Now, if you're attracted to females, you have disadvantage.
Me and making my straight characters.
No.
That's fine. I was
Then
gonna use saving throws anyways.
Aha! Power to the woman. Well, I guess that's not entirely true.
they're gonna run to the side. Oh, they have to get
Power
close.
to whoever is not interested in a woman. So I guess that could also be a man and a woman.
Or a robot.
Or a robot. What are
Or a
you
robot.
interested in? My God.
Well, he misses. The constable, you see, is actually attracted to Suwa and misses.
No. Oh no.
The other android goes on the wolf, hits with, it's shocking. Doesn't do a lot of damage though. When he attacks, it looks like his spear does less damage to the wolf, and it looks like just a normal spear. So, all right, it is now Greg's turn. Emily, you're up next.
Epic. I had a real witty comment for the wolves prepared, but he's not going to attack the wolves anymore. He says, "Ah, the culprit shows herself. Well, easier for us, I suppose." And he's going to move towards her right here, behind her. Are we doing flanking? I forget. Are we doing flanking bonus?
Yeah, well, you get advantage.
Okay.
We're doing
So-
advantage.
Yes. So does that mean I have to roll with straight up? Because Ed is
Yes.
unfortunately attracted to women.
So yeah, it'll be a straight
one of
roll.
his follies. Let's find out. I roll. Okay, hold on. Come on. Okay, first attack. He's slashes at her with his flame tongue. 15 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
She ducks underneath, and as she does, she smiles at you very beautifully.
I see.
You don't want to hit her.
He is his flames turn pink as he is attacking her. And he's like, he just kind of like shakes his head and swings at her again with his flame tongue. 18 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, you should not have let me hit you. Okay. So I'm gonna do a lot of damage. Let me just roll the dice. It's easier that way. So he deals 3d6 fire damage, 2d6 poison damage, 1d6 fire damage from the weapon itself, 1d4 fire damage, and then he also adds, oh, here. This is Magical Girl, by the way. This is my version of smiting, in case anyone's curious. So then we add, I've got to pull out my calculator and tally up the numbers. Okay, let's pull this out. It'd be really easier if it was in the system. Okay, 7 plus 11 plus 4 plus 3. Is she resistant to any of the damage types that I've called out? Poison or fire?
Nope.
Slashing? Okay. Then I add my strength, my charisma modifier plus my proficiency bonus to the damage because of one of my features. Then I also add my magical girl level onto it. So in total, it is 37 points of damage.
She is hurting.
Yep. And he's going to bring his other sword and use a bonus action to attack with his short sword in his left hand. And he's going to try real hard. Let's try one last time. Hopefully this hits. 21 hit.
With disadvantage?
With this
straight.
yeah, it's a
Straight.
straight roll. Dude,
It
flanking
hits.
bonus. Very nice. Okay. This one deals 1d6 slashing, 1d6 fire, and 1d4 fire plus 3. So that's 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. 10 points of slashing fire damage mixed. As he
Okay.
slashes towards her with this beautiful flurry of strikes.
Zach, because she is a child of the sins,
Yeah,
the killing effect doesn't happen here, correct?
it does not happen here. Killing a
Hey,
demi-sin does not transfer their power over.
Greg, how do
Just
you want
killing
to
an
do
extra
this?
sin.
This is what I built this character to do. Okay, I kind of wasn't expecting that, actually. But he slashes his blades through her, and he as he does, he takes a step back, and as she collapses to the ground, he bows and he says, "Curtain."
So as you say that, she falls to the ground. Her chest is slashed and she does not look good. You hear just a little laugh come from her. She goes, I guess you stole my heart too. And then, as she's just dying, there's a small little whisper. She goes, I'm sorry, my pets. And the wolves start howling as if they've been hurt themselves. I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws as these wolves explode.
Oh. Oh.
Almost a nat 20. That's a 20. Hey, look,
Don't
there's a
worry,
nat 20.
there it is.
Natural
Found it.
20s.
Oh, that's why. Okay, never mind. Hold up. No!
Oh, no, natural.
I had a dirty 21.
I might be able to do something about that nat 1. Let me see the specifics of this real quick.
The exploding thing is not on their stuff, by the way. This is
Yeah, I
the
know.
exploding is the DM messing with things.
Man, I was about to pull out raw magic on my
nope.
turn.
Oh man.
I'm not able to do this because I had to trigger this spell before the nat 1 was rolled.
Okay. So anyone who rolled a 16 or lower, raise your hand.
Is it just Megan?
Greg got a 12.
Greg, put your hand up.
I got a
The
12.
constables also got below 16.
I got a 12.
Cool. So there's 3 explosions. There's one back here. There's another one. And the 2 there. Oh, I'll just come to this. Oh, wait, I can one here. Wow, you guys lucked out. So there's 33 points of damage. To
She's
everybody.
a D100.
Yep. To everybody
Oh my
who
gosh.
failed, and then it's half that to those who succeeded. So it's going to be rounded
what
down to
damage type?
32. Damage type, it's going to be force. Force and
Wait,
fire is
so
like a mix.
So if you succeeded, it's half of 33.
Yeah.
Which should be 16.
So I'm down.
And then I also need everybody
Hold
who's by
on.
a pillar, which I think everybody's within like 10 feet of a pillar.
Correct.
You said force damage?
15.
Yeah.
Okay, if it is force damage, I actually take half damage.
Hey.
Resistant to force while in my magical girl form.
Right.
So everybody who's within 10 feet of a pillar, which is everybody. I think unless except for
I think I'm out of that range.
Zach is
Just
safe.
barely.
I am too.
Conscious in that range. So
Wow, you guys lucked out. Emily, you will just take a death fail.
okay.
You will take 2 death fails because there's 2 pillars within 10 feet of you.
I'm getting
Uh,
crushed to death.
everybody else. So I need
Earth comes
Greg
next.
and
Be
Kobe
there.
to roll dexterity saving throw, please. And if it's below 14, let me know. Natural 1 for Greg.
It was me.
So wait, who all needs to make these throws?
Greg and Kobe. Zach and Megan are safe. Emily takes death fails.
I just want to point out
Can
Emily's
I-
turn is next.
Another deck save.
Yes.
I know this will determine whether or not I perm.
Dang. These are
Can
both
I
nat
The fact
just
that you're gonna
say,
die after the fight's over.
Okay, 2 nat ones.
Can I just say, I wonder if Sierra's pouring all this damage out on me as some sort of retribution
I
from
would
being
never.
the dungeon master to her.
You're the one that triggered the wolves, okay?
I did. I did.
That
I didn't think you were gonna attack me.
was a good attack. Okay. 18 points of damage. This will be bludgeoning damage to Kobe and Greg.
Okay.
Dang. The board didn't want to be empty this session. It wanted to be filled. It just chose nat ones
Hey,
for some reason.
Saying that literally the first roll of the campaign was me rolling 2 nat 20s.
Okay.
He ate
Fair.
all the luck. It's clearly
First roll of this one
clearly
shot was
it's
2 nat
Zach's fault.
20s.
It
Things
took all
had to
the luck.
happen.
Yikes. Okay.
Okay. Is everybody still alive except for Emily?
Except
Yes.
She's alive until her turn.
Did she get killed?
She has
That's the
2
question.
Oh
failed.
no.
So,
She has 2
if all of
fails
you
in
guys
her
are
turn
still alive,
dice.
you will notice that this guy died. And the
Wait, no, that's not the
constable
constable, it's
is
just the guy.
now. Emily, it's your turn. And after that, we'll
Do
Yeah,
not
we'll
roll
keep
lower than a 10, please.
That's
Just
the question.
Just roll good on the death
does
save.
anyone have inspiration, by the way?
I am going to whisper my roll to Sierra.
Why would I have
Okay.
inspiration? That just seems too convenient
Hey,
for the moment.
chat. Literally, just find a reason to give inspiration to someone. Like any reason at all. Like just anything.
yes, Emily.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
That is the roll. It is a roll.
So Megan, it is your turn. I don't know. Does anyone have healing magic?
I do.
You do? Okay.
I don't.
Silver Dusk says Greg's performance for the final blow, question mark. Actually, not question mark. That's me
Yes.
adding a question mark.
Yeah, but that wasn't
Inspiration.
Emily.
Sure. Do you have inspiration from the chat? There you go.
Nice.
Greg
Am
has
I-
inspiration.
Am I able to give them advantage on their death save? Is that permitted? The one that she already has rolled?
Yeah, you don't know the outcome of that.
Hurt.
Do you want to give advantage or disadvantage?
I will give her No, I'm kidding. I never liked her.
Also, Roxy Bird said, I like Emily's background. Can she have inspiration?
I will use.
That one we are gonna give.
Thanks,
the-
chat.
Wait. Are you talking about character background or
Okay, if it's character background, that's
Say
different.
character background. It doesn't matter if you know it or not. Just say character background. Type it in the chat
flesh
right now.
out my character
Sure,
background?
from
Let me
the
just say
audience,
that
Emily can
I
have
wrote it back.
what inspiration. Due to her character background.
Yay!
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna give her advantage on that check. So go ahead and roll a second time for your one,
Okay.
because I just want to make sure you have a lower likelihood of dying.
Yeah, that would be a little depressing.
Although I do like the idea of giving her disadvantage.
Yeah,
Just be like, no. No.
yeah, come. All right, Megan, are you doing anything?
Well, seeing as we're out of combat and I do not have any healing spells or spells whatsoever, I really can't do anything.
Okay.
Except get
Toby.
yourself out of there. So you don't die.
Oh, the wolves are dead. It's literally just for people bleeding out.
Oh, okay.
That should X them out. Kobe, can you do anything?
It's your turn.
It is my turn. I can try and make a medicine check.
Yeah, roll for
Not
medicine.
Not that that'll go super well,
They can help stabilize.
but yeah.
There's always a chance to roll in that one on a medicine check, just saying.
That is true.
Oh my gosh.
6.
6.
It was
She's alive. You don't know
That's
what to
good.
do though. There's too many
Okay,
injuries.
I don't know what to do.
Real quick, Roxy Bird did say these audience inspirations are kind of feeling like Hunger Games parachutes.
Yes.
Yep.
That is pretty accurate.
Hey,
You
Zach.
guys are the sponsors.
All right.
Sponsors.
I'm rushing. I'm gonna be rushing straight over to Era, and I'm gonna cast. Well, I mean, a lot of people are injured, so I'm just gonna toss out a mass healing word. I didn't write it down. Why do I not do these things? Is that only 1d4 or is that 3?
I have
1d4.
up. Yeah.
It's healing for everyone.
Cool.
Yes. 1d4 plus spellcasting modifier.
So it's 6 hit points to I think it's 6 people. So I'm gonna give it to the constable. Give it to our actually I can give it to everyone. Everyone gets 6 hit points.
Yay! The constable is
Also-
alive.
Also, real quick, anyone agree with Seji on this?
Megan's
say?
character for the downward stab she did after boosting up in the air. It was quite heroic. It was quite heroic.
Is that
pretty
something they're
cool.
giving inspiration for?
That was awesome.
It sounds like it.
Yep.
Then
Yeah.
why not, Megan? Have inspiration.
Yeah!
Your
You get
sponsor setting in
inspiration.
parachutes.
And you get inspiration. Everybody
Everybody
gets
gets
inspiration.
Okay, so everybody's
yeah.
alive. Is there anything you guys want to say to each other before I tell you what speed up process of what happens after these events?
Can I cast healing actually?
Yeah.
I just want to use the raw magic just once.
Do it.
Heck yeah, I'm bringing
Do
it
it.
out. Let's do it just
Pull
once.
out. Pull it out. Okay, roll the
Yes.
d4.
I'm gonna cast I'm gonna do raw magic minor recovery, which is a tier 1
All right.
raw magic, but I would like to use my weaver points to add a twin spell on there. So who else is also really down?
The constable.
I think it's
Constable?
you and the constable. I'm at
Okay.
26. I'm fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna do myself and the constable, and we're gonna do minor recovery, which is a reversion of cure wounds, which and since I'm twinning it, I can do 2 creatures.
Yes. It's just a
So that
D12,
creature,
no additional bonus.
well, no, it recovers 1d12 hit points plus your spellcasting stat modifier.
Right, it is still plus that. But you gotta roll on the table.
Roll the
Yeah.
d4.
Yeah, I'm just pulling out the d12 so I don't forget.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me before
I got it right here as well.
I've got it pulled up. It's here.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up the thing, I gotta pull up the chart. So raw magic is really interesting. I have like 2 different. Man, being a weaver is complicated, but it's really fun. So I wish I got to cast spells more. Okay, I'm rolling a d4 to see what table I roll on. I
But I can do
rolled
the
a
boss.
3.
Table
So now
3.
I'm gonna roll a
Ooh.
d10 to see what effect happens. Ooh, what's that? That is a 7. The spell's damage dice is increased by 2 dice. If a spell uses 48, it increases to 68.
Okay.
But it's not damage. Does that mean I get to add
If
2 to the healing? 2 more d12s?
that is a question I meant to ask Greg but I totally just blanked
That's a
over
good
that. I
question.
believe it would.
That's how it's intended. I think
Yeah,
yes.
it's
I'm
additional
gonna say
dice.
yeah. It's supposed. That's how it's intended. That's how it's described. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Okay,
healing.
so
That's a
You're
lot of
lucky.
healing. Very
You're
so
lucky.
that's
lucky.
gonna be 3d12. I'm literally just gonna roll it on here. 3d12 plus 5.
Hold on. I'm actually curious what other stuff she could have gotten from that roll. I'm gonna
Well, that table is one
That's
of the generally better
22 points
tables.
of healing.
22 healing.
Nice.
Wow.
That table's
That
one
is
of the
very
better
good.
tables, but it has one of the funniest options. If you rolled a 5, it would have been so funny. Because for the next hour, the
Extra.
caster can only say the word nice.
Ha,
This does not
that's
include
funny.
verbal components for spells.
Nice.
Mm.
Can I make an
Oh.
amendment to that one? Can it be nice and the word neato?
Nice or neato.
Or
Yes.
Nito.
So, as the
Neato.
dust has settled, you have revived your companion and the constable. Sua is dead. Her wolves exploded. The theater destroyed. Complete rubble. From the constable, you would learn that Sua is actually the mayor of the town. And through going back, the investigation and the items you find in Azurite's room, the mayor's house, you would have learned that there was a cave in the woods. And Azurite had found this, and this is why he sent for help, is because he was certain that there was a child here of the sins. But they want to put that in writing and send it. That would have gone well. So you can find the cave. In the cave, you would see there is a workshop of a wolf in progress, a pile of bones, and in that pile, you would find Mr. Greyrock, also missing a heart. And you'd see that a human heart was, so probably Mr. Greyrock's, was inserted into this partially built wolf, and seems like it was the source of power for it. And on the table next to this wolf, you would find the Book of Harmony, a necromancy book of how to create life and these flesh golems and other kind of golems and all these different necromancy things. And that was how she was making these wolves that were connected to her, was from hearts filled with love. And people picked, you could assume, were ones that were filled with love around the time their hearts were taken. Yep. It seemed like Sua was planning to kill the whole town from plans you find in a secret room hidden in her house. And so, from stopping her at the theater before the play started, you saved countless lives. Well, probably they're countable, but half the town at least you saved from that disaster happening this evening.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Congratulations, you guys did it. You saved the town.
Woo!
Any
Can I
last
just
thoughts
say
from the
why,
players?
Sierra? Can I say why I was freaking out about the book real quick?
Yeah.
I don't think I said this at the beginning, but my character was kicked out of her village because they thought she stole the Book of Harmony. So Sierra bringing that back and being like, yeah, the Book of Harmony is there. She's like, what?
Oh no!
Oh,
Suah,
there it
she
is.
was the one.
The
Well, now you
lore.
can return it to your village.
Yay!
Totally.
And they'll finally believe me.
Or they just think you got it back from the person you sold it to.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
swear.
something.
What if I
Huh?
went with you?
Yeah, let's all go. You
Yeah,
guys all want
that's
to
the
go
next
to a
quest. We
secret underground Matsunari village?
nice.
Love it. That's where you guys
Uh,
are headed to next as a party. Love
I
it.
genuinely very much enjoyed the session. I'm
Lot of fun.
glad. I can only imagine how you feel, Zach, because I only helped edit the book, and I feel like a father watching his child walk for the first time. So like yours is going to college is basically what I'm saying. It's like that's the levels we're here.
Yeah, this is the past two years making this whole thing, putting it together.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Zach, for letting us to be able to play with this. It was so fun to try something new and to have a Valentine's one shot. I hope you guys had fun. And thank you
This
so
was
much,
a lot of
Kobe, for
fun.
joining us. It was awesome to have you and to have everyone finally get to interact with you on our channel as Emily's husband. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And if you guys enjoyed any of the content that was used tonight, then check out Auran's archive of fractured realities made by Kobold's Brew. And correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, but it can be bought on the DM's Guild. Is that correct?
There can be a digital version bought on DM's Guild. I'm adding the updated version to it on DM's Guild soon. It is not fully updated as of yet, but it will be soon updated fully.
Which is really exciting. So check that out. Follow Kobold's Brew on YouTube. It's awesome. He goes into more detail about what's in the book. And we hope you guys have a fantastic Valentine's Day next week. It's next week, I think.
Wednesday.
And enjoy your weekend. And the Harbingers D&D campaign will be back next week to continue their adventure and story and to see what happens next for them.
Yes, so please
Bye.
tune in for the Harbingers campaign. We love you guys.
Bye. Thank you for joining.
Whoa.